Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. This is a story about what if Naruto was in Yugioh Zexal. Before I start, please support for more amazing content and do consider subscribing to my channel and share this video with your friends. This is written by Shadow Knight Destroyer and link in description and support writer. Let's start the video. Chapter 1. Naruto was looking in a gold locket around his neck that had a picture of a girl in it. When the locket opens it plays a melody. Look up on YouTube, code GSR2 Rolo's theme. When Naruto opened it he had a flashback. Flashback. Naruto is running through the park and without looking he bumps into a girl and they both fall. "Ow, watch where you're going," she said. "Sorry, I wasn't looking where I was going," Naruto said. They both looked at each other and blush. The girl blushes because she sees blonde hair with red bangs, light blue eyes and whisker marks. Naruto blushes because the girl in front of him was not like any girl he's seen before. She had dark pink eyes, pale skin and dark purple hair with light blue bangs. "Hi, I'm Naruto Uzumaki, what's your name?" said Naruto. Naruto stands up and sticks his hand out which she took and Naruto helped pull her back up. "Hi, I'm Rio Castle, nice to meet you," Naruto Rio said. They both look down and see that they're still holding hands and they both pulled away while blushing. Naruto breaks the silence. "So want to play tag Rio?" Naruto said. "Sorry but I have to leave now, there's my brother Reginald over there but prefers Shark," Rio said. She points to a kid with dark blue eyes, pale skin and dark purple hair. He's standing with his hands in his pocket and waiting for Rio. "Okay, so we'll play next time, promise," Naruto said. "Okay, it's a promise, it was nice meeting you Naruto," Rio said. Rio runs to her brother and they leave. Flashback end. Naruto closes the locket, he opens his eyes showing Madara's eternal Mangekyo Sharingan. Naruto stands up. The outfit he's wearing is the same as Zane's in season 3, the dark outfit. He put on his helmet, it looks like the helmet from Ben 10 Ultimate Alien, the blue helmet with 3 red visors. Naruto says out loud, "It's time to show Heartland City a true nightmare, Menma is coming." His number holder case starts glowing black, inside holds a dark and dangerous card number 0. Dark Dragon Knight. Chapter 2. News. There have been attacks on duelists, they say a man in a black coat and wearing a blue helmet has been dueling duelists and after the duel the man leaves his victims in a wounded state. They say he uses dragon cards. Naruto turns off the TV. "So I'm beginning to be noticed," Naruto said. "It's time to collect more number cards," he said. He starts finding duelists and allies and in other places as well. At night.at the construction site. "So this is where the signal is coming from," Kite said. "Why do I feel uneasy?" Kite said. A new voice appears. "So you're the one who keeps taking the number cards," someone said. Kite looks behind him and sees someone looking at him. "So you're Kite, the one who was about to beat Yuma, I have been watching you both, you two interest me, you can call me Menma." Menma is his fake name. "So let's cut to the chase and duel, and I took the liberty to invite Yuma to watch this duel." Kite then hears running and looks and sees Yuma running with Tori by his side. "Now we can begin the duel." "Ready's duel disc." "Fine, what difference does it make, I'm still going to win," Kite said. Transforms into photon mode and ready's duel disc. "Sorry but I'm still new at this and I'll just show you the end part. I need some time to prepare duels." Naruto has the field spell Zombie World out and has Light and Darkness Dragon out and Red Eyes Zombie Dragon out as well. Kite has Galaxy Eyes Photon Dragon. Life points. Naruto 3000. Kite 1500. Naruto actives the spell card, Blustering Winds, and uses it on Red Eyes Zombie Dragon, ATK 2400, plus 1000 ATK 3400. Naruto attacks Galaxy Eyes Photon Dragon with Red Eyes Zombie Dragon, Kite activates his dragon's ability, but Naruto stops it by using Light and Darkness Dragon's ability. This card can negate spell, traps and monster effects by losing 500 ATK and death. Now the attack keeps going and when Galaxy Eyes is destroyed, Naruto activates its abilities. When this card destroys a zombie-type monster by battle and sends it to the graveyard, you can special summon that monster to your side of the field. When Galaxy Eyes Photon Dragon appears on his side of the field. "How does it feel being defeated by your very own monster? Attack Kite directly Galaxy Eyes Photon Dragon," Naruto said. Galaxy Eyes Photon Dragon attacks Kite directly and Naruto wins the duel. Naruto sticks out his hand and takes only 2 number cards. "So you only had 2 on you, this was a waste of my time, but I did show you 2 a piece of my true power, so it was worth it," Naruto said. "We will meet again Yuma and Kite, bye." He disappears. Kite falls to the ground passed out, Yuma brings him to a hospital and when Yuma went to check on him he was gone. Naruto is sitting down looking at his card saying, "Soon my dragon, soon we will show everyone your power." Number 0. Dark Dragon Knight glows black. Chapter 3. Naruto is waiting in a construction site, he sent a message by phone to an old friend to meet him here. Menma never told him who he is, just told him that it's someone from his past. Flashback. Naruto is with his parents and they visit his father's friend. When they get to their house, Minato knocks on the door and someone opens it. It's Barian Arclight, you may know him as Vetrix. And Minato and Kushina, it's good to see you, Barian said. They walk in. So who is this kid with you, Minato? Barian says nicely. This is Naruto, say hello Naruto, Kushina says. Naruto says, hello. Barian then says, so this is Naruto, Minato, Kushina, let's talk, we can let your son play with my son, they're about the same age, Barian says. Next walks in Trey Michael followed by Quattro Thomas and Quentin Chris. Michael walks to Naruto, hello I'm Michael, what's your name? I'm Naruto, would you like to play hide and seek, Naruto said. Sure, says Michael and they both go to the other room to play. But 4 months later Naruto's parents died. And 1 month later Naruto couldn't see Michael anymore. His age is 8, he met Ryo at 7. Naruto was never the same again. Flashback end. Naruto hears footsteps, he turns around and sees Michael. Took you long enough, thought you weren't showing up, Menma says. The guy steps into the light and it's Trey Michael. It's been 7 years since we last met Naruto, Michael says. So you knew who I was, figured because we were close friends once, but not anymore. Hello again Michael, or is it Trey, Naruto says. Naruto, I came here to ask why are you doing this, you're attacking people and taking their numbers, Trey says. Dark energy starts to form around Naruto. Naruto takes off his helmet with his eyes closed and says angrily. Why, you want to know why, your brother hurt the most important person in my life. He opens his eyes showing Madara's eternal Mangekyo Sharingan. Trey eyes widen and he is shocked seeing his eyes. Naruto glares at Trey and says your brother Quattro hurt Ryo, that is unforgivable. Because of him Shess in the hospital. More dark energy comes around Naruto and making Trey flinch from the power. Naruto drops his helmet and says let me show you the power I have attained by using my darkness and hate. He takes out his dual disc and puts it on, it will look like Jaden's dual disc when he's the Supreme King. And puts on a black dual gazer with a red visor. Trey puts on his dual disc and an orange tattoo forms around his left eye. Fine, if that's the only way for you to listen to me, Trey says. Then, what are you waiting for, let's duel, Naruto says. To be continued. Naruto wins. After the smoke is cleared, it shows Trey on his stomach passed out with cuts and injuries on him. Naruto was about to take his number but thought of something, I'll use him as a message to show Vetrix my power, thinks Naruto gets his helmet, puts it on and he walks away. When both Quentin and Quattro get there they see what happened to Trey and both are angry at what happened and carry Trey home. At the hospital it's still night. Naruto is in a hospital room with his helmet off holding a girl's hand, I should have been there, I'm sorry Ryo. When I collect all the numbers I can use their power to heal you. Don't worry Ryo, it won't be much longer, Naruto says. He gets up from his chair that's right beside Ryo's bed, puts on his helmet and leaves the room and hospital without being noticed. Naruto starts thinking of the past when this first happened. Flashback. Naruto is waking through the park when he got call from Shark, he answered it and Shark told him Ryo's in the hospital and injured badly. Naruto puts away his dual gazer and runs as fast as he can to the hospital. He enters the hospital and asks the attendant which room is Ryo's, she tells him and he runs to the room. When he gets there Shark is in the room with a bandages Ryo with a breathing mask on. Naruto looks at Ryo's shocked eyes, he walks to her right side and tears start coming down his eyes. Shark looks sadly at Naruto. Naruto holds Ryo's hand and somehow sees her memories of the duel between her and Quattro. After he sees the whole thing at the part where she passes out Naruto lets go of Ryo's hand and starts walking to the door. Naruto, where are you going? Shark says. I'm getting my revenge, he will pay for what he did to Ryo, he will pay, Naruto says, and his eyes change for the first time into Madara's eternal Mangekyo Sharingan and he looks at Shark. Shark is shocked seeing Naruto's eyes. Naruto leaves the room and the hospital, revenge only on his mind. Flashback end. Quattro will pay, I'll make him suffer for what he's done to Ryo, Naruto says with dark energy surrounding him. End. Chapter 6. Yuma is walking through the Duel sanctuary and comes across pictures of a blonde kid with red bangs and one with a kid and 2 other people, must be his parents, thought Yuma. Yuma then sees one with Roku and the kid smiling. See something you like, said a new voice. Yuma jumped and looked behind him to see Roku. Sorry, Yuma says. It's okay, Roku says. So who is the kid in the pictures, Yuma says. Roku has a sad smile and says that's Naruto Uzumaki, his mother and father were close friends of mine, Roku says. Or, Yuma says. They died, Roku said sadly. After their death Naruto was never the same again, only that girl Ryo could make Naruto smile, Roku said. Now if you want to learn more let me start at the beginning of that sad day, Roku says. Flashback Naruto is 8. Naruto was at Roku's house waiting for his parents to pick him up. Roku got a call on his dual gazer and answers it, and after what he heard he dropped the dual gazer. Naruto walks in. What's wrong? Naruto asks. Your mother and father were in a crash, we're going to the hospital, Roku says. At the hospital. Naruto is sitting in the waiting room and a doctor walks to Roku and tells him some stuff. After he was done, Roku was shocked. When will mom and dad get better? Naruto says. The doctor and Roku looked at each other. I'm sorry Naruto, but your parents didn't make it, Roku says. What do you mean? Naruto says confused. I mean they're dead, Roku says sadly. Naruto didn't move at all, he started to tear up and cry. Roku huges Naruto and lets him cry. The only thing that we found on your father was a card, the doctor says and hands Naruto his father's best card, Thunder and Dragon. Charlie McKay won't have this card. Naruto holds the card to his chest and starts crying more. 1 week later, at the funeral. At the funeral, Naruto is standing and watches as they put his parents in the ground. After they're done, it starts to rain. Naruto starts to cry more while saying, Why did you have to leave me all alone, why? Ryo then walks to Naruto and hugs him while saying, it's okay, let everything out, Ryo says. Naruto cries more. Unknown to everyone, something was born inside Naruto, a being made of hate, happiness and sadness. His name is Menma. Years later, when Naruto comes to the Duel Sanctuary. Roku is Naruto's guardian. Naruto came home to the Duel Sanctuary angered. What's wrong Naruto? Roku says. It doesn't concern you old man, Naruto says darkly. Roku is shocked hearing this. Naruto, stop and look at me, tell me what's wrong, Roku says. The one I care for was hurt, I will get my revenge on him, Naruto says darkly. Naruto, revenge isn't the way, revenge will only make things worse, Roku says. Shut up, I don't care what you have to say, your words mean nothing to me, Naruto says and looks at him with his eternal Mangekyo Sharingan glowing. Roku is shocked seeing his eyes. Naruto, what happened to you? Roku says. I'm leaving, I'll make him pay and take down anyone in my way, even you, Naruto says darkly. Naruto, wait, you don't have to do this, there's always another way, Roku says. Are you serious? You can't stop me, Naruto says. Then duel me, if you win you can go, if I win you stay, Roku says. Okay, I do need someone to test Dark Dragon Knight's power on, Naruto says. Both get ready and duel. Skipping duel, just finished one today. At the end of the duel, Roku is on his stomach and injured. Naruto starts to walk away. Naruto, please stop, I beg you, Roku says. I don't care, no one will get in my way of my revenge, Naruto says darkly. Naruto walks away and Roku passes out. Flashback end. Yuma is shocked at what he hears. But more shocked that he has a number card. I'm sorry for what happened, Yuma says. It's okay, now let's get back to business, Roku says. End. Chapter 7. Naruto is in Heartland Tower, stealing information on the numbers at D, reading files on Nistro and Dextra. Nistro and Dextra lived in Spartan City and they were street kids. Mr. Heartland found them. Interesting, Naruto says behind his mask. Flashback. He is 8 in this flashback. Naruto is at his house with his parents when he hears a knock on the door. His parents answer it and let a man named Mr. Heartland in with 2 other people. They're Nistro and Dextra, they're 13 in the flashback. Hello, Naruto says. Hi, I'm Dextra and this is Nistro, what's your name? Dextra says. I'm Naruto, nice to meet you, Naruto says. So want to play a game? Naruto says to Dextra and Nistro. Sure kid, we'll play a game, Nistro says. They had fun on that day but had to leave, that was the first day they met and they came often to play with Naruto. Flashback end. Naruto starts to leave when he heard someone say, who are you? Naruto turns around and sees Dextra. You may call me Menma, it's been a long time Dextra, I see that you've grown and become quite attractive, but I must be going, Menma says then disappears. Dextra was thinking how he knew who she was. Vetrix family. Trey wakes up and sees Quentin, Quattro and Vetrix waiting by him. You're awake, who did this to you? Quattro says. I dueled a guy named Menma, I didn't see his face, he was wearing a mask, Trey says. Interesting, are you hiding something Trey? Vetrix says. No, that's all, Trey says. Trey won't sell out Naruto, they were once friends. Where Naruto is at. It's time I duel Shark or maybe Yuma. Why not both, that will be a challenge. End. Chapter 8. Menma called Shark and Yuma to the construction site at night. Yuma came because Menma said he will duel him one-on-one. Shark came because Menma said that he has Naruto and if he doesn't hurry he will hurt him very badly. Shark and Yuma met on the way to the construction site, both called for different reasons. When they get there they see Menma standing in the middle of the site waiting for them. There you are, now we can get to the fun part, Menma says. Where's Naruto? You said you had him, Shark says angry. You will know where he is soon, let's duel, Menma says. Fine, I'll duel you, Shark says. No, Menma says. Why? Shark says, getting more angry. Because I'm going to duel both of you, Menma says. What? Yuma and Shark said. I want a challenge. I did beat Kite. If I'm right, he's better than you, Yuma, and I didn't even have to show him my number card, Menma says. Yuma's and Shark's eyes widen. Yuma because he has a number and didn't even need to resort to a number. Shark because Menma has a number card like Utopia. Now let's duel, Menma says, getting his D-pad ready. Fine, let's duel, Shark says. Yuma, you've seen him duel. What kind of cards does he use? Shark says. He uses mostly dragons, Yuma says. Menma 4000. Yuma 4000. Shark 4000. I go first, Menma says. I draw, I summon Eyes Wyvern at 1800 def 1600 in attack mode. And lay one card face down and I end my turn. My turn I draw, Shark says. I summon Big Jaws level 3 and because I summoned it, I can summon Shark stickers level 3. I overlay Big Jaws and Shark stickers to build the overlay network. I summon Submersible Carrier Arrow Shark ATK 1900 def 1000. He attacks Red Eyes Wyvern. Naruto 4000 3900. I lay one card face down and end my turn, Shark says. My turn I draw, Menma says. I summon Bolt Bladrick 1600 def 1200 and attack Submersible Carrier Arrow Shark, Naruto says. That won't work, my monster has higher attack, Shark says. I know, I activate Bolt Blader's effect when there's an attack involving this card and the opponent's monster. During this battle neither of us takes life points and after battle your monster is destroyed, but I also lose my monster. Oh well, Menma says. What? Shark says. I lay one face down and end my turn, Menma says. My turn I draw, Yuma says. I summon Gugaga Magician and attack Menma directly, Yuma says. I activate the trap card negate attack, Naruto says. Sorry, but I activate the trap card Sea King's Verdict during the battle phase. When your trap card is activated, negate the activation and destroy it, Shark says. What? Menma says. Naruto 3900 to 2400. I end my turn, face it Menma, you lost, Shark says. You think you beat me, that's hilarious, Naruto says. What? Shark says. My turn, I activate the spell card, Card Destruction, Naruto says. Then I activate the trap card Call of the Haunted and bring back a monster I discarded and I bring back Red Eyes Black Dragon. Now I activate the trap card Metalmorph and summon Red Eyes Black Metal Dragon 8 stars. Now I activate the spell card Monster Reborn to bring back Red Eyes Black Dragon and use Star Changer to increase its level by 1, Red Eyes Black Dragon 8 stars. Now it's time I overlay Red Eyes Black Metal Dragon and Red Eyes Black Dragon to build the overlay network, Naruto says. Now come forth. Thunder End Dragonic 3000 def 2000. It can be only Naruto has that card, Shark says, shocked. You are right, only Naruto has that card. It's been a while, Shark. Menma takes off his helmet and shows his face. Naruto, is that you? Shark says. Yes, it's me, but it's not Naruto anymore. Naruto puts on his helmet again. It's Menma, Menma says. Naruto, Shark says sadly. Now I activate Thunder End Dragon's effect once per turn. By detaching one XYZ material from this card. Destroy all other monsters on the field, Naruto says. What? Yuma says while his Gugaga Magician gets destroyed. Now here's payback, Yuma, for attacking me, Naruto says. Attack Yuma directly, Thunder End Dragon, Naruto says. Yuma, 4000 1000. Now the fun's about to begin, Naruto says. Naruto 2400. Shark 4000. Yuma 1000. End. Chapter 9. Naruto 2400. Shark 4000. Yuma, 100. I put one card face down and end my turn, Naruto says. My turn I draw, Shark says. I summon Needlefish level 3 in attack mode and I activate the spell card, Surface. I can pick one level 3 fish, Sea Serpent or Aqua monster in my graveyard and summon it. I pick Big Jaws level 3. I overlay Needlefish and Big Jaws to create the overlay network. I summon Black Ray Lancer at 2100 def 600. In attack mode and I play one card face down and end my turn, Shark says. My turn, I draw, I activate the field spell Zombie World. It makes monsters on the field and in the graveyard zombie types, and now I activate the spell card, Book of Life. I pick one zombie type monster from my graveyard and one from yours, I summon mine, and I banish yours. Now I summon Red Eyes Wyvern and tribute it to summon power in Vadric 2200 def 05 stars, and I activate Thunder End Dragon's effect. Sorry, but I activate the effect of Black Ray Lancer by detaching one XYZ material. I can negate that monster's effect, Shark says. What? Menma says. It doesn't matter, Power Invader attack Black Ray Lancer, Menma says. Shark 4000 3900. I activate Needlefish's effect. When it's destroyed I can target one monster on the field and it loses 500 ATK and I chose Thunder End Dragon, Shark says. Thunder and Dragon at 2500 def 2000. So that's what its effect was, but never mind that, now attack Shark directly. Thunder and Dragon, Menma says. Shark 3900 to 1400. I put down one face down and end my turn, Menma says. My turn, I draw, I summon Gogogo Giant and activate Monster Reborn and bring back Gogaga Magician, and I overlay Gogogo Giant and Gogaga Magician to create number 39. Utopia 2500 def 2000. And I activate the spell, Blustering Winds, and it gives Utopia 1000 ATK, Yuma says. Not good, Menma says. Now attack Thunder and Dragon, Utopia. Utopia destroys Thunder and Dragon. Naruto's head drops down. Naruto 2400 to 1400. I end my turn, Yuma says. Naruto, do you remember all the times we dueled, all the times we had fun? Do you remember you wanted to protect Rio? Shark says. Naruto grabs his helmet with both hands. Shut up, 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 why don't you shut up? Naruto yells. Dark energy exploding from him. Yuma and Shark shield themselves from the power. I'm ending this, I activate the spell card Double Cyclone and destroy my spell card Zombie World and destroy your face down, Shark. Now I activate my other Monster Reborn and bring back Red Eyes Black Dragon, and I tribute it to summon Woodborgin Pachi 5 stars at 500 def 2500 in defense mode. I'm not done yet, Menma says. I overlay Power Invader and Woodborgin Pachi to create the overlay network, now rise. Number 0. Dark Dragon Knight at 3000 def 2800. The dragon comes down in a diamond shape, then transforms, and after it's done it roars, sending a wave of power to Yuma and Shark, pushing them back. Now it's time to show you true fear, ahahahaha. End. Chapter 10. Naruto 1400. Shark 1400. Yuma 1000. Now I activate Dark Dragon Knight's effect by detaching one XYZ, I can destroy one monster on the field, and I chose Utopia, Menma says. Now end Shark, Dark Dragon Knight attack Shark directly, Menma says. Shark 1400 0. Dark Dragon Knight fires a roar at Shark, making him fly back and hit the ground. Yuma, it's all up to you now, win, Shark says. I end my turn, what will you do now? Yuma, you're backed into a corner, Menma says. I can win, just need one card, Yuma says and draws. Yuma smiles. What are you smiling at? Menma says. Let me show how I'm feeling the flow, Yuma says smiling. What? Menma says. I summon Zubaba Knight in attack mode. What are you up to? Menma says. Now I activate the spell card, Armored XYZ, it allows me to pick a XYZ monster in the graveyard and equip it to Zubaba Knight, it gains its name, ATK, def and effects. I chose Utopia, Yuma says. Zubaba Knight Utopia 2500 def 2000. It doesn't matter, that monster is still weaker than mine, Menma says. Yeah, but wait until I activate my spell card, Yuma says. What? Menma says. I activate the spell card Blustering Winds and Zubaba Knight gains 1000 attack, Yuma says. Zubaba Knight Utopia 3500 def 2000. Impossible, Menma says. Now Zubaba Knight attack Dark Dragon Knight, Yuma says. Zubaba Knight Utopia slashes Dark Dragon Knight in half. Naruto 1400 900. You think you've won, my life points are still here, Menma says. I'm not done yet, be sending the equipped monster to the graveyard. Zubaba Knight can attack again, Yuma says. That's impossible, how are you this strong, Menma says. My friends give me strength, Yuma says. Friends, Menma says. Now attack Menma directly. Zubaba Knight, Yuma says. Zubaba gets right in front of Menma and slashes down. Menma was blown back, and when he was in midair he thought, friends, so that's how he became so strong. His helmet cracks and he falls on the ground. Naruto, 900 0. Yuma wins. Astral raised his hand at the number Naruto has, but it didn't come to him, it's like the number wasn't even a part of Astral. Naruto passes out. In hospital. Naruto wakes up in bed, not wearing his helmet, still wearing his clothes, and his helmet is on the bed as well, and sees Yuma, Tori, Shark and the others waiting for him to wake up. So you're awake, are you okay Naruto? Shark says. Naruto smiles. Yeah, I'm okay. Hey Naruto, why didn't Dark Dragon Knight leave you after I won? Astral said your number was different, Yuma says. That's because my hatred created number 0. Dark Dragon Knight, Naruto says. I'm sorry Yuma, Shark, I was blinded by revenge and I lost myself, I'm sorry for all I have done, Naruto says. It's okay, your number was controlling you, Yuma says. No, the number didn't control me, I feel like something inside of me wanted to make people suffer and I have into that feeling, Naruto says. Well, you're okay now, we forgive you, Yuma says. You forgive me, why? Naruto says. You only did this to help my sister, so it's okay. Let's duel again next time one-on-one, I still want a rematch, Shark says. You're on, Naruto says. May I come in, a new voice says. Naruto sees Roku. "Can I have a word with Naruto alone?" Roku says. They leave and close the door. "I'm sorry for what I've done." Naruto starts to tear and make fists. "I should have calmed down. I'm sorry, Roku," Naruto says. "It's okay, Naruto, all that matters is you're back," Roku says. He opens the door, leaves and closes the door. Naruto picks up his helmet looking at it. "I was wrong," Naruto starts to say, and the helmet starts to break. "I always need friends to make me stronger," Naruto says, and the helmet breaks and turns into dark energy and goes inside Naruto. End. Chapter 11. After Naruto's defeat, he changed his D-pad. It will look like a black dragon's wing. He will keep Dark Zane's clothes because it suits him. He has taken out of his deck Red Eyes Zombie Dragon, Zombie World and his zombie cards. Roku gave him a Blue Eyes Wit Dragon. At the hospital. "Ryo, I hope you wake up soon," Naruto says, holding Ryo's hand. "I need a new power. I want to use a power brighter than the darkness. I need to find it," Naruto says. Then he sees a crimson light that blinds him, and when he opens his eyes, he sees a floating card covered by crimson light right in front of him. Naruto stands up and touches the card, and the card glows brighter. Betrix, Dr. Faker and Astral feel this new power. The card stops glowing, and Naruto reads the name of the card. Number 97. God Crimson Knight level 4 ATK 3000 def 2500 once per turn. By detaching 1 XYZ material you can negate 1 monster effect. Number 0. Dark Dragon Knight was created from my hate, darkness and revenge, Naruto said. Well, this card number 97. God Crimson Knight was created from my happiness, love and bonds, Naruto said. Ryo, I will become stronger and protect you, Naruto said and walks up to Ryo and kisses her head and leaves the room then hospital. Days later. Naruto is staying at Yuma's house for some time. Naruto is entering the World Duel Carnival and is collecting pieces. End. Chapter 12. Naruto was walking through the park when he saw the blimp. It had a bad engine. He was there when Tori went on the blimp. Naruto called Tori and she answered. "Tori, are you alright? What happened?" Naruto says. "One of the engines is not working. Yuma is dueling the guy who caused it," Tori said. "Okay, I'll see what I can do," Naruto says. Naruto calls Yuma. "Yuma, what's happening? The blimp Tori's on has a bad engine. If we don't do something that blimp will crash," Naruto says. "I'm dueling Cameron. He's being controlled by a number card and when he takes pictures something bad happens. He took a picture of the blimp with Tori in it," Yuma says. "So this happened because of the number. I know what to do. You keep dueling Cameron and win," Naruto said and ends the call. Naruto runs in a dark alley and takes out number 0. Dark Dragon Knight, then it starts to glow black. He looks around and starts to sink in the shadows. He reappears in the blimp where no one could see him. Naruto sees Tori and runs to her and says, "Are you okay?" "Naruto, how did you get here?" Tori says. "I'll tell you later. Is everyone okay?" Naruto says. "Yeah, they're okay," Tori says. Naruto looks outside and see Kite coming this way. And he saves them all. After all this, Naruto visited Roku again and Roku have him 2 more Blue Eyes White Dragons, Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon and Blue Eyes Shining Dragon. End. Chapter 13. So today's the day, Naruto said, looking at the other competitors. The start of the Duel Carnival, roller coasters they will be using. Naruto saw Yuma, Betrix, Trey, Quattro, Quinton, Dextra, Nistro, Kite and Shark. "This is gonna be a challenge," Naruto said. When Mr. Heartland said go, he put his heart piece in the coaster and starts the coaster. Naruto looks behind him and sees Yuma not starting the coaster. "Idiot, must have forgot his heart piece," Naruto said. Naruto looks at his video and sees Yuma's friends helping and chuckles seeing Tori fall in the coaster and the heart piece falls in. "Haha, you don't see that every day," Naruto says. Naruto starts to avoid a lot of other competitors so he won't waste life points. He sees Yuma getting help from Nistro and Anna. His eye narrow when one of the guys say they were paid. "Betrix," Naruto says. After some time now there's only 10 of them left. Yuma, Shark, Kite, Dextra, Nistro, Betrix, Quattro, Quinton, Trey and Naruto. Yuma and Tori are following Naruto and he's following Trey and then they end up in a sky field. Sky highness. They appear to be standing on clouds. Its effect, once per turn by discarding 1 card, you can draw a new one. The video to the duel is cut, no one can see what's happening. "Trey, what happened to you? You're not the same," Naruto says. "Be quiet, Naruto, after I beat you and then Yuma, it's another step forward to getting my family back," Trey says. "Trey," Naruto says. "Now let's duel," Trey says. "Fine, let's duel," Naruto says. Naruto 4000. Trey 4000. "I go first, I draw," Trey says. "I activate the field spell card, Chronomally City Babylon." Armor starts to cover Trey again and his create glows and I special summon Chronomally Tula Guardian 5-star in attack mode and I summon Chronomally Golden Jet 5-star. I overlay Chronomally Tula Guardian and Chronomally Golden Jet to create the overlay network. I exceed summon number 33. Machu Mech 2400 def 1500. I said one card face down and end my turn, Trey says. He used the same strategy as before, he's up to something, Naruto thinks. I draw, I said one monster facet in red eyes Wyvernic 1800 def 1600. And I said one card down and end my turn, Naruto says. My turn, I draw, Trey says I activate the spell card, Palenque Sarcophagus, when I have a Chronomally monster on the field I can draw 2 cards. Now because I activated a spell card, I can special summon Chronomally Aztec Mask Golem at 1500 def 1000. An attack position, and now attack his face down monster, Trey says. It doesn't work. Trey 3900. I'm not done yet, I summon Chronomally Cabrera Tribuchetic 0 def 1800 in attack position, and I activate its effect. If this card is in attack position I contribute Chronomally Aztec Mask Golem to reduce the attack offered Eyes Wyvern to 0 until the end phase. Now I activate the effect of Machu Mech by detaching one overlay unit. You take damage equal to the difference between the monster's original attack and its current attack, Trey says. Naruto 2200. Because of the effect of Chronomally Cabrera Trebuchet it must be put in defense mode and your monster's attack goes back to normal, and I end my turn, Trey says. You sacrificed your monster like it was nothing, what happened to the old Trey who treated his monsters right, Naruto says. I don't care what you say Naruto, I'll win this and then Yuma's next, Trey says. My turn I draw, Naruto says. If you control 2 or more monsters, I can normal summon Power Invader 5-star at 2200 def 0, Naruto says. Now Power Invader attack Chronomally Cabrera Trebuchet, Naruto says. Sorry I activate the trap card, Stone Bowl and negate your attack and cannot attack on your next battle phase, Trey says. I lay one card face down and end my turn, Naruto says. My turn, I draw, Trey says. Now Machu Mech attack Power Invader, Trey says. Sorry but I activate the trap card Magic Cylinder, now I negate the attack and you take damage equal to your monster's attack, Naruto says. What, Trey says. Trey 3900 to 1500. My turn I draw, Naruto says. I play one card down and end my turn, Naruto says. My turn, I draw, Trey says. Now Machu Mech attack Power Invader, Trey says. Naruto 2200 to 2000. I end my turn, Trey says. Trey I won't lose because I'm dueling to help my friends and to protect Rio, Naruto says. Then I will just take your memories of Rio then, Trey says while his crest glows bright. What, Naruto says. Trey points his crest at Naruto, and the crest starts to go to Naruto and starts to enlarge. It hits Naruto, and his head hurts badly. He's starting to lose his memories of Rio. Naruto loses all his memories of Rio and starts to get scared, he doesn't remember who he duels for or why he's dueling. Inside his mind he's surrounded by darkness and sees people he knows making fun of him, Shark, Yuma, Tori, Bronk. In the real world. Naruto's eyes look lifeless, and he doesn't know what to do. Naruto what's wrong, Yuma says. It seems Trey's power is to be able to take Naruto memory, but what memory did he take, Astral says. Naruto, Tori says worriedly. Your turn, what will you do, Trey says. Naruto looks at Trey and thinks he should give up, but skips his turn instead. Fine my turn I draw, I summon Chronomally Mud Golem and attack your defense monster Red Eyes Wyvern, Trey says. Because of the Chronomally monster's effect Naruto takes damage. Naruto 1600 to 1500. Now attack Naruto directly Machu Mech, Trey says. I activate the trap card damage diet, Naruto says. Naruto 1500 300. Fine I end my turn, Trey says. Inside Naruto's mind a hole opens up under him and he starts to fall in it, but someone grabs his hand he looks up and the one who caught him looks just like him, but has eternal Mangekyo Sharingan eyes. Who are you, Naruto says. You may call me Menma. And I do not own Yugioh Zexal in Naruto. Chapter 14. Naruto 300. Trey 1500. Menma pulls Naruto out of the hole. I am your darkness or other being inside you, I was created from your feelings anger, sadness love, happiness, Menma says. And I must say, you are pathetic, getting scared because you lost your memory of the girl you love, have you forgotten all the things you went through, Menma says. I'll help you this once, but don't think you and I will be friends, Menma says then puts his hand on Naruto's head and gives him his memories back. In the real world, it shows the crest on Naruto breaking and shows Naruto with a determined look on his face. Trey is shocked he broke through his crest. My turn, I draw, Naruto says. I summon Luster Dragon 4-star and I activate the spell card Monster Reborn to bring back Red Eyes Wyvern, Naruto says. I overlay Luster Dragon and Red Eyes Wyvern to build the overlay network, I summon. Number 97. God Crimson Knight at 2800 def 2500. Trey is shocked seeing a new number card. Now God Crimson Knight attack Machu Mech. Trey 1500 to 1100. I play a card down and end my turn, Naruto says. My turn, I draw, Trey says. I tribute Chronomally Cabrera Trebuchet to tribute summon Chronomally Soul Monolithic 600 Def 600 level 6. I activate its effect, I can pick one monster I control and change its level to the same as Soul Monolith, and I chose Mud Golem, Trey says. Now I overlay Chronomally Soul Monolith and Chronomally Mud Golem to create the overlay network, I summon. Number 6. Chronomally Atlantis at 2600 Def 3000. And I activate its effect, I can target one number monster in my graveyard and equip it to this card. This card gains ATK equal to the ATK of that equipped monster ATK 5000 Def 3000. Now Atlantis attack God Crimson Knight, Trey says. I activate the trap card, negate attack, Naruto says. Okay, but I activate its effect by detaching one overlay unit, I can have you life points, Trey says. Naruto 300 150. I end my turn, Trey says. The mark on Trey starts to spread and Trey starts to flinch in pain. Naruto notices it and starts to worry for Trey, but he must focus on the duel. Not good, I don't have any more moves to make, this may be it, Naruto thought. You can do it, Naruto, Tori says. Yeah, we believe in you, Yuma says. You're right, I can't give up, Naruto thinks. Naruto soon goes into his mind and sees Menma. I need your help, Naruto says. Fine, you're lucky I don't want you to lose, Menma says. So what do? We're pinned down, Naruto says. One thing we can do, we must do Zexel, Menma says. What's Zexel, Naruto says. It's when two being become one, you remember when you wanted revenge against Quattro for what he did to Rio, you were wearing that helmet, it was an incomplete Zexel, Menma says. What, Naruto says, eyes widening. Are you ready, Menma says. Yeah, let's do it, Naruto says. In real world. Trey, Yuma and Astral see something coming out of Naruto, he looks just like Naruto, but his eyes are the Madara's eyes. Ready, Naruto says. Ready, Menma says. Naruto glows crimson red just like the Crimson Dragon in 5DS, but it's see-through and Menma is glowing black. They do the same thing Yuma and Astral did when they did Zexel. And after they're done they look like those grey Furverk Knights with the armor and helmet from Ben 10 Alien Force, but he's wearing a black cape. Trey's, Yuma's, Astral's and Tori's eyes widen. That's, Yuma says. Zexel, Astral finished. Crimson energy starts to surround Naruto. Now it's time to end this, I draw, Naruto says. Now it's time to evolve God Crimson Knight I Chaos XYZ change God Crimson Knight, Naruto yells. Well, more crimson energy is coming from Naruto. Appear Chaos number 97. The flaming meteor comes down from the overlay network and starts to transform. God Crimson Meteor Knight ATK 2800 Def 2500. It looks like God Crimson Knight, but it has meteor armor and is covered by flames. It can't be, Naruto also has a chaos number, Yuma says. It will be hard to beat him if he also has a chaos number, Astral says. I activate God Crimson Meteor Knight effect by detaching all three of my overlay units, Atlantis loses 500 ATK for each one, Naruto says. Number 6. Chronomally Atlantis at 3500 Def 3000. I activate the spell card Crimson Sword, by using this on a Crimson Knight it gains 1000 ATK, I use it on God Crimson Meteor Knight and I activate Blustering Winds, which gives God Crimson Meteor Knight another 1000 ATK points. Number C97. God Crimson Meteor Knight ATK 4800 Def 2500. Now God Crimson Meteor Knight attack Chronomally Atlantis, Naruto yells. God Crimson Meteor Knight takes out its sword and it starts to be covered by flames and it flies in the air and comes down slicing Chronomally Atlantis in half, big explosion and makes Trey fly back and hit the ground, then his armor disappears. Trey 1100 0. Naruto wins field changes to normal. Naruto transforms back to normal and runs to Trey's side with Yuma and Tori running behind Naruto and Naruto helps Trey up. You win Naruto, please help save my father Naruto and Yuma, ever since he came back he wasn't the same, Trey says. Don't worry Trey, me and Yuma will save your father, Naruto says while Yuma nods. Trey smiles and a portal opens up and Trey starts to be sucked in it. Naruto, Yuma and Tori head to their coasters. Naruto is now headed for Dextra and Vetrix's direction. Seems they're heading for the same direction, they must be going to Duel, Naruto says. Yuma follow where I'm going, okay, Naruto says. Okay, but why, Yuma says. It seems Dextra and Vetrix are headed to the same duel field, they must be going to Duel, Naruto says. End. Chapter 15. Naruto gets to the duel field with Yuma and Tori behind him. Dextra sees Naruto and sees what he's wearing, and that makes her remember that Naruto is the masked man that broke in. Naruto, you're the masked man, Dextra says. Hey Dextra, yeah I'm him, Naruto says. So you're the one who defeated Trey 2 times, I can feel 2 powerful numbers coming from you, this is getting interesting, Vetrix says. If I turn Naruto on my side there's no way Dr. Faker can beat me, Vetrix thinks. Now let's begin, Dexter says. Fine let's, Vetrix says. Skipping duel, look up episode 54. Extra, Naruto yells and runs to her side and holds her, behind him is Yuma and Tori. I was just thinking about someone, but who? Suddenly I can't remember, Dexter says. Oh no, Tori says. Her memories have been taken, Astral says. Vetrix, you're gonna pay for this, Yuma says. Naruto lays Dexter down and walks to the coaster not saying a word. They head to Kite's duel then Shark's. After the duel with Shark and Quattro is apologizing for all he's done. Quattro, Naruto says. What? Quattro says. I forgive you, Naruto says going to the exit and leaving. At hospital daytime. Naruto is holding Ryo's hand. I know what I must do, I have to let Kite win against me, Kite, Yuma and Shark must become stronger so I must not interfere, Naruto says lets go of Ryo's hand and gets up and leaves. The day of the finals. Get ready for the duel you've been waiting for, Naruto vs. Kite, Mr. Heartland says. You better not lose Kite, Mr. Heartland thinks. Ready for your rematch Kite, Naruto says. I'll be winning this time, Kite says. Let's duel, Kite says. Fine with me, Naruto says. I am skipping the duel because I'm not used to his style so I'll skip the duel to the final part. Kite, 1800. Naruto 1000. Kite has out one face down card and Neo Galaxy Eyes Photon Dragonic 4500 Def 3000. Naruto has out one blue eyes and one card on the field, it's his turn. What will you do now Naruto, my card's the strongest on the field, when it's my turn I'm ending this, Kite says. Are you sure about that, Naruto says. What do you mean, Kite says. I'll just show you, I draw, Naruto says. I activate the spell card polymerization, I fuse the blue eyes white dragon with my other 2 blue eyes in my hand, Naruto says. What, Kite says. Now come forth blue eyes ultimate dragonic 4500 def 3800. The dragon appears and roars at Kite. Everyone is watching shocked seeing a dragon like that. I'm not done yet, I activate the spell card, Megamorph, well my life points are lower than yours, I can double the original attack of my monster, Naruto says. What? Kite yells. Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon at 9000 def 3800. Now Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon attack Neo Galaxy Eyes Photon Dragon with white lightning. I activate the trap card, Luminize, with that I can negate your monster's attack, and one light monster I control gains attack equal to your monster's attack, Kite says. Neo Galaxy Eyes Photon Dragon at 13500 def 3000. What? I can't win, I have no choice but to end my turn, Naruto says. I draw, now end this duel Neo Galaxy Eyes Photon Dragon attack Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon, Kite says. Neo Galaxy Eyes Photon Dragon destroys Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon. Kite, 1400. Naruto, 1000. The winner is Kite, Mr. Heartland says. Naruto begins to walk away but was stopped by Kite calling his name. You could have won, couldn't you Naruto, Kite says. So you knew I could have stopped that attack, Naruto says and shows him his face down card, it was Magic Cylinder. Why didn't you activate that, you could have won, Kite says. You, Yuma and Shark must become stronger, for that I must not interfere in this tournament anymore, Naruto says and walks away. Chapter 16. Naruto is angry how Vetrix dueled Kite, using Heart as a hostage. Naruto is standing watching the duel between Yuma and Vetrix. Naruto heard people cheering Zexel on it, Naruto smiles, seeing everyone cheering Yuma on. Naruto is watching how the duel will end, and he is surprised how Yuma XYZ summons Zexel weapon Leo arms and equipped it to Utopia Ray. Naruto smiles when he wins. You did it Yuma, you beat Vetrix, Naruto thinks. Then Naruto notices the sphere field acting up and then feels something's happening to Yuma. He can feel both Yuma and Vetrix's. Naruto looks around then uses his Dark Dragon Knight's power and sinks into the darkness. He appers at the tower right in front of him is the sphere field and Yuma hold Vetrix's hand and a sphere-shaped energy drawing everything in. He hears the words Yuma and Vetrix. He sees Yuma not holding Vetrix's hand, Vetrix goes into the sphere field, the field that glows bright and heads to Heartland Tower. Yuma Naruto thinks then sinks in the shadows. He reappears at Heartland Tower inside. Naruto finds Dr. Faker's room and enters it. How did you get in Heartland Tower without my security noticing you, Dr. Faker says surprised. That doesn't concern you, where's Yuma, Naruto says. Look at the video, Dr. Faker says smiling. Naruto looks at the video and his eyes widen. He sees a sphere field and sees Yuma still in Zexel. Naruto starts to get angry. Dr. Faker, you're going to pay for what you've done, I challenge you to a duel, Naruto says getting his duel disc ready. I accept, and to make things interesting, we both get 8,000 life points, Dr. Faker says while getting ready to duel. Naruto 8,000. Dr. Faker 8,000. Turn 1. Faker. I activate Garbage Ogre special ability, by sending this card from my hand to the graveyard I can add 1 Garbage Lord to my hand. Now I activate the 3 Garbage Lords in my hand special abilities, by paying 1000 life points I can special summon each one in face-up attack position, Faker says. Faker, 8000 5000. I overlay my 3 Garbage Lords to create the overlay network. IXYZ summon number 53. Hardy ARTH 100 100s in attack position. And I lay 1 card down and end my turn, Faker says. Turn 2. Naruto. I must end this quickly, Naruto thinks. I lay down 3 cards and summon Red Eyes Wyvern 4 stars, I activate card destruction, Naruto says. I activate Monster Reborn to bring back Dark Blade, 4 stars, I overlay Red Eyes Wyvern and Dark Blade to summon number 97. God Crimson Knight, 3000 2500s. Where Shark is. Naruto, Shark thinks while running through Heartland Tower. Flashback. I win again Shark, Naruto says while he puts away his cards. Yeah you won, but next time I'll win, Shark says putting away his cards. There you are, a new voice says. They both look and see Rio. Hey Naruto, Rio smiling. Naruto smiles back but then looks at Shark. Shark, you will get stronger. But you need friends, Naruto says. Friends, Shark says. Yeah, friends, they give you the strength to keep dueling, if you can find friends you will be able to duel at your top level, Naruto says. Shark looks at Naruto surprised but starts to smile. Yeah, you're right Naruto, Shark says smiling. Then flashback. Naruto, you were right, Shark thinks, and then thinks of Yuma. Friends do give you the strength to keep dueling. Back to Naruto. Faker, 2900. Naruto 300. Naruto is standing with a lot of scratches on him and barely standing. He's wide open and for an attack. I tried everything, but he beat all my attacks, Naruto thinks looking at number 92. Hard Earth Dragon, 3000. Yuma, Kite, Shark, I hope you 3 can beat Dr. Faker, I have lost, Naruto says quietly. I'm ending this now, attack Naruto directly Hard Earth Dragon, Faker says. The attack hits and Naruto flies back and hits the ground and passes out. Faker, 2900. Naruto, 300. Faker wins. Now I'll take your number cards, Dr. Faker says and sticks out his hand, and his hand fires a energy heading to Naruto to take his numbers, but then it happens. Red energy starts to cover Naruto, and the hand hits a shield protecting Naruto. Faker sees the 2 images off number 97. God Crimson Knight and number 0. Dark Dragon Knight behind Naruto, they seem to be protecting him. Then Faker feels the energy. This energy, it can't be, it's just like but he was stopped seeing a dark energy cover Naruto, and he sinks in the shadows. Faker looked at his security cameras and found Naruto in the waste disposal room with Yuma and Heart but still passed out on the ground. He sees a new video appear showing Kite, Shark, Tori and Orbital 7 in Heartland Tower. I'll deal with you after I get rid of those 4, Faker says. Shark, Kite, Tori and Orbital 7 enter the room and see unconscious Naruto. Naruto, Shark yells and goes to his side. Skipping to the part where the robots come. Shark, behind you, Tori says seeing a robot about to attack him behind. Shark turns but he didn't have enough time to block or dodge. Then the robot was stabbed through the head from behind. They see Naruto sitting up and arm extended. He threw the knife from the destroyed robots at the robot's head. Naruto passes out again. Skipping to when Yuma, Kite and Shark winning against Faker Vector, look up episode 69, 70 and 71. They won, I knew they could do it, Naruto says then he sees the cannon start to malfunction, explosions are happening on it and everything around them is starting to explode and the roof is starting to crumble. Oh no, we have to get out of here, Naruto thinks getting up. The cannon explodes. Naruto heard Kite yell Heart and then sees Heart land safely in Kite's arms. Behind them a piece of the building exploded and Shark protected Yuma from it but got hurt. Shark, Naruto and Yuma yell. He sees Faker getting up but fall when the ground under him got destroyed. Faker, Naruto yells. He then sees Tori fly over with Orbital on her back and he then sees Kite jump down to save Faker, then Yuma jump down. I can't let Yuma do this alone, he needs my help, Naruto says then starts glowing dark and sinks in the shadows. He starts coming out of the shadows on Yuma's side and helps Yuma with holding red line that Kite and Faker are hanging from. After Yuma and Faker exchange words Betrix shows up behind them. Betrix, Naruto and Yuma say. Betrix stop, Betrix. Your revenge is already over. Yuma says. Betrix lifts his right hand. Barian, I beg you Barian. Kite and others have nothing to do with this. Everything is my fault. Faker says. Father, Kite says. Stop, Beatrix. Yuma says. Beatrix. Yuma yells. This is my last power. Beatrix says with his crest glowing in his left eye. And the ground under us collapsed and we all fall. The next second we appear outside Heartland Tower. Yuma. Astral Tori says. Father. Brother Heart yells and runs to them. Shark gets taken on a helicopter and headed to the hospital. What happened? We should have been dead, Naruto thinks then smiles. Beatrix, you did this, thank you, Naruto thinks. Naruto then hears. No, it's not over yet. Since still I haven't received the prize for the champion. Yuma says. What are you saying at a time like this? Tori says. As the winner of the Duel Carnival me wishes for Kite and his family to live happily and in peace. Yuma says. Everyone is shocked. And Naruto smiles to himself. He never changes, Naruto thinks. Tori smiles, then Kite smiles. It's none of your business, Kite says. What? Yuma says. I told you, it's none of your business, Kite says. Alright, I got it. In that case, my real wish is Kite, you and I still haven't settled the score yet. Duel with me. Yuma says. I see. Interesting. The so-called real final, huh? Astral says. Alright, I accept it. Yuma, Astral. Kite says. Great, Yuma says. Yuma, even now you can still brighten the mode, Naruto thinks. So what did you think? Chapter 17. Naruto is standing on the same building as Beatrix and his family, they're watching the duel. So you're leaving, when will you come back, Naruto says. Someday, this is goodbye Naruto, hope we can meet again, Trey says extending his hand. Yeah, me too, Naruto says smiling. They both look back to the duel. They all smile when Kite gets his reason back for dueling. It looks like Kite has got his own dueling back. Yuma Tsukumo, you really are a remarkable guy. Kazuma's son alright, let's go. Back to our own home. Chris, Thomas, Michael, Beatrix says. Yes, father, Michael says and walks away but stops and turns and says Yuma, we will meet again. Skipping duel. So Yuma lost, he still has ways to go until he can beat Kite, Naruto says, and then Naruto's eyes widen when he saw Kite help Yuma up. Their bond has become stronger, Naruto thinks. Then he sees Yuma's friends go up to him and Yuma fell down. He started sleeping and Naruto smiles. Yes, I should go back to Yuma's house and rest, Naruto thinks and starts glowing dark and sinks in the shadows. Time skip to episode 74. Naruto has been going to the hospital a lot and waiting for Ryo to wake up. Why won't you wake up Ryo, Naruto says quietly but then sees a dark energy covering Ryo and she starts to yell. Ryo, what's wrong, Naruto yells. Then he starts feeling a presence too and holds his head and dark energy is covering him too. 30 minutes later. Ryo, Shark says when he gets to the room with Yuma and Tori behind him. 30 minutes ago, her condition has gone worse suddenly, the doctor says. You, get the ICU ready, the doctor says to the nurse. Yes, the nurse says, and they both leave the room. Ryo, Shark says and looks at Naruto and sees him holding his head. Naruto, is everything alright, Shark says. I don't know, I felt something cone and it's affecting me just like Ryo, Naruto says. Then they hear Ryo say. Humming. They all pay attention. Humming. The disaster is coming. Disaster, Tori says. Then Ryo says they are coming. They are coming for the most important thing to take it away. They, Shark says. Most important thing, Yuma says. Then Yuma's phone is ringing. That's Bronk, Yuma says. You are Yuma Tsukumo, a new voice says. Who are you, Yuma says. Yuma, Bronk says. Bronk, Yuma yells. Yuma. Don't come here. Got it, don't come here, Bronk says. Then he someone get hit and Yuma yells, Bronk. I will rob everything from you. Come to school right now. Don't forget your numbers. The man says. Numbers, Yuma and Naruto say. Your friend will suffer even more pain if you don't come. Ahahaha, the man says. What is it? What on earth is happening? Yuma. Tori says. Numbers indeed. Astral is the target. Yuma says. Astral. Tori says. I don't know, but Somian is coming to try taking Astral away. Yuma says. Eh? Tori says. Yuma gives his key to Tori. Tori, can you keep this for me? Yuma says. But if Astral is there, then Utopia. Tori says. I won't give Astral away. I am the only one who can protect him. Yuma says. Yuma runs out the door. Yuma. Tori yells. Wait, me too, Shark is stopped by Ryo holding his hand and on her left side, she's holding Naruto's hand. Ryo, Shark and Naruto say. Yuma, Tori says. Time skip. Naruto has a motorcycle, it looks like a Kiza's dual runner from Yu-Gi-Oh 5DS, but the color is black. Naruto and Shark are on their motorcycles. Shark, we must help Yuma, so we should not allow any other people to interfere in the duel, Naruto says. You're right, Shark says and sees two ways to go on the road. I go right, you go left, Naruto says. Okay, Shark says, and they go their separate ways. Naruto stops in the middle of the road and sees a bunch of motorcycle guys coming his way. They all stop and get out. They're Naruto from the Duel carnival. It's our lucky day, we get to mop the floor with you, the leader of these guys said. Ahahahaha, Naruto laughs. What's so funny, the guy says. It's funny that you think you can beat me, Naruto says. What, he says. Let me show you my power, Naruto says glowing crimson red and black, behind him are the images of Dark Dragon Knight and God Crimson Knight. Duel, Naruto says. After the duel. Naruto is driving away on his motorcycle and behind him are all the gang members on the ground defeated. Better get to Yuma, Naruto thinks. Where Yuma is? Yuma beat Fuma. Ahahahaha, Yao you don't think that it really, overdue? I hope you haven't forgotten that the Barian world's army is heading here. It'll be just a matter of time. Soon they'll be swarming this spot ahahaha. Sure about that? A new voice says. Fuma looks behind him to see Kite, Shark and Naruto. Kite? Shark? Naruto? Yuma yells. Sorry, but your friends sent coming, Kite says. Right now they're all taking a pleasant little nap, Shark says. So what were you saying about an army heading here, Naruto says smiling. Impossible. Our entire army lost to just 3 people. That can't, Fuma says but stopped when Kite says. As long as we're here, Kite says. You're not going to do whatever you want to this world. Shark says. Direct attack, Orbital says shocking Fuma from behind and he falls to the ground another job done, Orbital says. Everyone goes to congratulate Yuma on his win. Yuma, Shark says walking to Yuma with Naruto and Kite on his sides. It seems like they're finally started making their move, Kite says. Those assassins from the Barian world, Shark says. I want payback for what they did to Rio, it's all their fault, Naruto says. Kite. Shark. Naruto. Yuma says. The fight's just getting started, Kite says. Right, it doesn't matter who shows up, with our power combined, we can't lose. Let 'em bring as many as they want. I'm feeling the flow. Yuma says jumping in the air. Naruto smiles, but his eyes widen and he looks behind and looks up at the building not swing anyone, his eyes narrow. Someone was watching us, Naruto thinks. So what did you think? Chapter 18. During episode 78. Naruto is sitting in a chair by Rio in the hospital room. And he hears the door open he looks and sees Shark enter. Nothing has changed, Naruto said. Shark walks to Rio's side. Rio just when will you wake up? Shark says. Rio, Shark says looking at the ring. I remember that day when Rio showed Reginald the rings, Naruto thinks. Flashback at the carnival at night. Here, Reginald, Rio says showing Reginald two rings. How can we wear the rings that were made in a pair? Not to mention, why would a man wear a ring? Reginald says. What do you mean? Then forget about it. Rio says throwing the rings on the ground. Reginald, you're such a jerk. Rio says walking away. Rio wait up, Naruto yells and looks at Shark. You should watch what you say. She's still your sister, Naruto says and runs towards Rio. Flashback end. Naruto then sees Shark put the ring on Rio's right pinky and then look at both rings. Next day. Naruto and Shark are running out of the hospital building and they see Yuma and the others. Shark. We're here to visit your sister, Yuma says. Rio has disappeared from her room. Shark says. Disappeared? Where is she now then? Yuma says. What a coincidence, the gang's all here. A new voice says. They all look. They're from the manga club. Yuma says. Could you perhaps be looking for his sister? Chitaro says. Why would you know about Rio? Don't tell me you did, Shark says. I can tell you where she is, but I have one condition. Please duel with me. Chitaro says. Duel you say? Shark says. Stop this nonsense, Yuma says. Alright, what do you think Reginald? Chitaro says eyes glowing and a dark aura around him. Interesting. I accept your challenge in a duel. Shark says. Both Shark and Chitaro ready to duel. Naruto puts his duel gazer on to watch the duel. Shark 4000. Chitaro, 4000. I'll never forgive you, Shark says. My turn, I draw. I summon Sharktopus. ATK, 1600. Then by releasing a water monster on the field, I can special summon Sharkraken ATK 2400, then I set one card and end my turn. Shark says. My turn, draw. Chitaro says. I activate the field magic, comic field. This field is the world of my manga. Everything will be decided with my set stories. Which means, only the hero created is the real hero of love, frankness and courage. Hero Shark, this match will lead to your defeat in the ending. I summon Lancelot, Knight of the Lake. ATK, 1500, LV4. Then I activate a magic card, Sword Oath. When there is a warrior-type monster on the field, I can special summon one LV4 warrior-type monster from my hand. I summon Tristan, Knight of Tragic Love. ATK, 1400, LV4. He's going to exceed summon, Naruto says. I overlay LV4 Lancelot and Tristan. With these two monsters, I construct the overlay network. IXYZ summon. Come forth comic hero King Arthur. ATK, 2400. Lancelot's effect activates. When this card becomes an overlay unit, it can reduce the ATK of one of the opposing monsters by 800, Chitaro says. Sharkraken, ATK 1600. Oh, King Arthur. Attack Sharkraken. How naive. Shark says. My set card is Zeus Breath. It negates the attack of one opposing monster and then this trap deals 800 damage to you. Nice one Shark, Naruto thinks. Here I go, Zeus Breath act. You really sure about attacking me? Chitaro says. What? Shark says. Naruto's eyes widen. Don't tell me he's going to do, Naruto says. Reginald, I'll tell you something about your sister right now. Chitaro says. The picture appears showing Rio in a cell and on the ground. Right now, your sister is inside my fantasy world, in other words, the world of manga. Rio? Shark and Naruto say. Impossible, Shark says. If you defeat me, then my fantasy world would be destroyed too. What would happen to your sister next? Ahahaha. Reginald, you can't win this. Chitaro says. Now, let me recover your numbers. King Arthur, resume your attack. Flash sword. Chitaro says. Arthur destroys Sharkraken. Shark flies back. Shark 4200. I said one card and end my turn. Chitaro says. Then Naruto sees Yuma and his friend run in another direction. Yuma, where are you going? Naruto says. My turn, draw. Shark says. I summon Hammer Shark. ATK, 1700, LV4. No, not this kind of monster. Summon your numbers, now. Chitaro says. Then there's nothing to be done, I'll help you. Trap activates, Hero's Agony. When there is a comic hero on the field while my opponent summons a monster, opponent selects two monsters with the same level as the summoned monster and special summons them from his deck. Now, summon them Reginald, Chitaro says. I special summon Spear Shark and Twin Head Shark. Shark says. ATK, 1600, ATK 1200. Now, call out your numbers, Chitaro says. I overlay Hammer Shark, Spear Shark and Twin Head Shark. With these three monsters, I build the overlay network. IXYZ summon. Come forth, number 32. Shark Drake. Shark says ATK 2800. There, what's next? I can't declare an attack anyway, right? Shark says. That's not the case. Feel free to attack me. Chitaro says. What did you say? Shark says. All of your attacks have been written in my story. Forced into a pinch by the strongest enemy, the true hero stands up. Chitaro says. Shark, what will you do? How will you save Rio? Naruto thinks. Darn it. Go, Shark Drake. Attack King Arthur. Depth bite. Shark yells. Chitaro 3600. What? I can't believe King Arthur was defeated. King Arthur. The world peace and everyone's hope are all entrusted to you. Stand up King Arthur, Chitaro yells. I activate the effect of the field magic comic world. When a comic hero on my side of the field was destroyed by battle, it negates that destruction and increases its ATK by 500. Revive, King Arthur. Chitaro says. ATK, 2900. Then, when King Arthur's ATK changes, King Arthur's effect activates. By detaching one overlay unit, the amount of ATK increased is inflicted as damage to your opponent. Storm Sword, Chitaro says. And Shark is blown back from the attack. Shark 3200 to 2700. Shark, Naruto and Tori yell. How's that? How does that feel, you underling of evil? I said one card and end my turn, Shark says. Alright, here I come. My turn, I draw. Chitaro says. I equip the magic miraculous giant sword to King Arthur. Thus he gains 500 ATK. ATK, 3400. I detach one overlay unit and inflict damage to you equal to the change of the ATK. Storm Sword. Shark gets blown back. Shark 2700 to 2200. I am not done yet. King Arthur, attack Shark Drake. Flash Sword. Shark gets blown back. Shark 2200 to 1600. What a shame, numbers cannot be defeated except by other numbers. But you know, even this was already written in the story, Chitaro says. I activate the effect of Miraculous Giant Sword. When the equipped monster failed to destroy the opposing monster in a battle, I can send Miraculous Giant Sword to the graveyard and activate this magic card from my hand. Defeat the evil for the sake of Barian world. I activate rank up magic, Barian's force. Chitaro says. That's, Tori says. That guy really is Barians, Shark says. I use comic hero King Arthur to reconstruct the overlay network. Chaos XYZ change. Now is the time, show yourself, the symbol of the great Barian power. Chaos XYZ comic hero legend Arthur. Chitaro says. ATK, 3000. So this is the new power of Barian. Shark says. Rank up magic Barian's force, so that's the card they use, Naruto says. When Chaos XYZ was special summoned via rank up magic, it gains all overlay units from one XYZ monster on your opponent's field. Chaos Drain. Then for each overlay unit that was snatched, your monster loses 300 ATK. Shark Drake, ATK 1900. The battle isn't over yet. Monsters summoned by Barian's force can even destroy numbers. Go, Legend Arthur, attack Shark Drake. Chaos Blast. Shark gets blown back. Shark 1600 500. Shark, hey Shark. Yuma says. Yuma. Shark says. Yuma, Naruto says. Shark, I found it. As expected I found the sketchbook from that guy's room. The sketches of the manga are inside too. Your little sister really is the heroine that has been captured and thrown into prison, Yuma says showing a drawing. Rio, Shark says looking at the drawing. Looks like he found it. But it's useless, the ending won't change. Chitaro says. The ending you say, Tori says. Sad ending, that is I'll tell you guys too. In order to release the captured princess, Shark, the devil's messenger, is fighting me, the hero. And the evil finally is destroyed. However it was already too late, the princess is in her eternal sleep. In other words, you will lose the duel and your sister won't be saved. Chitaro says. How can that be? Tori says. How can our future being decided by something like that? Get up Shark, get up and fight. You're the only one who can protect your sister now. Just crush everything that stands in your way. That is Shark, right? Yuma yells. Yuma, Shark said. That's right, Rio. I have no idea what kind of future is waiting me. But I will always protect you, Rio, so please, Rio, wake up. Rio. Shark yells. Then Naruto sees a purple light. Rio, Shark says and looks at his ring that starts to glow. Naruto looks at the top of the castle and sees Rio. The wrappings around her eyes come off and Naruto can see her eyes. Rio, Naruto says happily, his eyes a little teary. Rio, Shark says. Impossible. Why? Chitaro says shocked. Rio, Tori yells. Yuma, this is, Ray says. Sure. Yuma says. Reginald. You happen to have lost the duel. Impossible that you dare losing in front of me, Rio says. Naruto smiles. Who am I doing this for? Shark says. I won't allow this. Chitaro says drawing everyone's attention. I won't allow you to break my fantasy world. I activate Legend Arthur's effect. When it destroys my opponent monster. By detaching one overlay unit, it banishes one monster from the graveyard that was destroyed by battle and inflicts damage equal to its ATK to my opponent. Chitaro yells. Shark and Naruto smile. Chitaro gets blown back. What? Chitaro yells. What a pity. I activated the trap card, Torrential Reborn. This card can only be activated when a water monster on the field was destroyed. At this time I can special summon all of the destroyed monsters and it inflicts 500 damage for each resurrected monster. Shark Drake comes back. Impossible, Chitaro says. Chitaro 3600 to 3100. My turn, draw. Shark says. I use Shark Drake as an XYZ material. Chaos XYZ change. Come forth, Chaos number 32. Shark Drake Vice, Shark yells. ATK, 2800. Shark Drake's Vice effect activates. By detaching one overlay unit, it banishes one shark monster from my graveyard. I banish Shark Drake. Shark Drake's 2800 ATK is taken away from Legend Arthur. Shark says. Legend Arthur, ATK 200. Then I activate the quick play magic, Tidal Erosion. This card destroys one field magic. Now that silly field of yours has completely vanished. Shark yells. My comic field is. Chitaro says. Then, with this card, the ATK of water monsters on the field is increased by 500. Shark says. Shark Drake Vice, ATK 3300. Go, Shark Drake Vice. Attack Legend Arthur. Depth Chap's Bite. Shark yells. Ah, Chitaro says being blown back. Chitaro 3100 0. Shark wins. You did it Shark, Naruto thinks. Little time later. Reginald, Rio says being carried by Shark behind to walk away, but sees Naruto. May I cut in, Naruto says. Shark hands Rio over to Naruto. Naruto holds her bridal style. Naruto, Rio says. It's been some time, Rio, Naruto says. Rio wraps her arms around Naruto's neck and smiles happily. They walk away. You coming, Shark? Naruto says. Yeah, Shark says, smiling. So what did you think? Chapter 19. During episode 79. At the school, all the boys and girls are blushing. Two people are walking towards Shark, Yuma and his friends. Whoa, is that girl? One of the guys said. Who, the cute guy? One of the girls said. How cool, so cute, another guy said. Is he dating anyone? A girl says. I'm a goner, a guy says. How they're right in front of Shark, Yuma and his friends. Geez, Reginald. I was really looking forward to going to school together. You ditched me, that's nasty. Rio says. Ah, you're Shark's little sister. Yuma says. Rio. Tori says. From today, we will be going to school here, Rio says with Naruto right next to her. Naruto is wearing the same uniform and color as Shark's. Together with my brother Reginald, pleased to meet you all, Rio says. Shark's little sister but niece. Bronx says, getting a glare from Naruto. Some time later. Cute. Totally my type. How cool. So seriously. But so cute, some of the guys say, but they get scared seeing the glare Naruto is giving them. I don't like the way these guys are staring at you, Rio, Naruto says. Jealous, Rio says with a smirk. Naruto blushes. No, he says, and his blush calming down. Time skip. They're outside and eating with the others. But, Rio, are you alright? Going back to school after you've been in the hospital so long, Tori says. Yes, and then Reginald, he's just so useless without me. Rio says. He overslept this morning and in a hurry wanted to go out in his PJs, Rio said, and Naruto starts to chuckle. What? Shark did oversleep. Yuma says. Yes, he also, Rio says, but gets cut off by Shark yelling, shut up. Quit your jabbering on things you shouldn't talk about. Because of you, Shark gets cut off by Rio saying you wet. She says and her eyes glow a little. And no nothing, Shark says. By the way, weren't you perchance the one who had won that duel with Reginald? Rio says. Oh? You know me? Yuma says. Yes, you're Kite, right? Rio says. Naruto laughs. Wrong. I am Yuma Tsukumo. Yuma says. Oh. The one whose fighting spirit lets him win sometimes, by dumb luck. That Yuma. Rio says. What's that mean? Yuma says. Naruto chuckles, then stops and looks at the guys at his left. Sorry for trumpeting your lunchtime. Well, I'm looking for Rio Castle, the leader says. Rio walks over to them. What do you want with me? Rio says. I'm the captain of the soccer club, Yadagarasu. Would you perhaps joining our soccer team as our manager? He says. Then all the guys start asking Rio to join their club. It's my honor to do so. Then after school, I will visit everyone's club. Rio says. Yes. They all say. This will be amusing to watch, Naruto says. Some time later. Rio made a bet that if they manage to steal the ball from her, she will become their manager, Tori says. Mind you, you gotta keep your promise. Yada says. Of course, here I come. Rio says. Rio starts running with the ball, dogging everyone. Amazing, Tori says. She sure is, Naruto says. Already at the goal line, Kathy says. Oh, Yuma says. Rio goes for the kick and wins. She goes to the other clubs and wins, the last one Rio made the basketball hop and won. Amazing, totally thrilling. Yuma says. Thank you. Rio says. She's not cute at all. Just a female shark, one of the guys say, walking away. Naruto makes a fist and glares at those guys who said that. Such a mean remark, Tori says. Just leave them, don't care. They are people who think females are just pretty decorations, Rio says. But why? Why are you doing all this? Yuma says. Because I am Reginald Castle's sister, that's why, Rio says. Because you're Shark's sister? Yuma says. I've heard quite a lot of people who don't think very well of Reginald. Rio says. I'd guess, Yuma says. If I am weak, someone might use me as their shield to take advantage of Shark's weakness. That's why I need to be strong, Rio says. Are you Rio Castle? Someone says, drawing everyone's attention. Excuse us. The president of the Flower Arrangement Club, Aika, wants to see you. Please come to our club room, one of the girls said. At the club room. Welcome, and thanks for your visit. I am President Aika, Aika says. You're Rio, right? Looks like you have some great talents, Akia says. Cutting the like that, the poor flowers, Tori says. The true beauty of blossoms it only shows when I remove the unwanted parts, right? Aika says, citing the flowers. The Naruto noticed it, everyone except Yuma are sleeping. Well, what on earth is this, Yuma says. Naruto's eyes widen. The sound the scissors make, the clipping sound seems to be the cause of this, Naruto thinks. Impossible, Yuma says. Then everyone except Yuma and him lay on the ground. Barian. Yuma says. As expected from Yuma Tsukumo and Naruto Uzumaki. Akiya says. Indeed you are. Yuma says. For the sake of the Barian world, I was planning to go for Rio Castle, but I guess I will have to defeat you first, Akiya says. Naruto becomes angry. What did you say? Yuma says. If you duel with me and manage to win, I can let Rio Castle go, Akiya says. Alright, I will, Yuma says. Yuma starts to get up. Ah, it hurts me legs fell asleep, Yuma says. Yuma, you idiot, Naruto thinks. How immature, Yuma Tsukumo. Akiya says. Arn. Yuma says. Let me be your opponent. Rio says getting up. Naruto eyes widen. How? Akiya says. You haven't been affected by her hypnosis. Yuma says. I thought it suspicious and important to be hypnotized, Rio says. Naruto smiles. You're a sly one to pretend, Akiya says. Please back off, Shark sister. That one's with Barian, Yuma says. She's not the opponent you can deal with, Yuma says. Is that so? Rio says. I will defend me on my own. I accept this duel. Rio says and Naruto stands as well. Interesting. Good, let's duel. Akiya says. They go outside and duel. Skipping duel. You did it, Shark sis. Yuma says but stops seeing the look Rio is giving him. On it good either. Yuma says. Then how about Shark brother? Yuma says. Yuma, you're an idiot, Naruto thinks. Hey there is okay. Yuma says to Astral. Anyway Yuma says but stops hearing Rio laughing. While I was in the hospital, Reginald has seemed to change a lot. I heard that people have become afraid of him. I was really worried. But Reginald didn't change a bit after all. Yuma, I guess it's because you are with him, Rio says. Yuma says. Thank you Yuma, Rio says then they hear footsteps. A so-so duel, I'd say, Shark says. Shark, since when did you? Yuma says. Right from the start, Shark says. You were watching it all. Rio says. You need some advice. Shark says. No way. Rio says. Some time later when they're heading home. Shark, your sister is so awesome. Yuma says. But she's still quite naive sometimes, Shark says. But you have to admit she's getting better, Naruto says. Then we hear yelling and Rio hides behind Shark. The cat. A cat. Rio yells. Rio, you don't get along with cats. Ray says. No way. No way. Rio says. Even if it's the cute. Tori says. Hurry, make it go away Reginald, Rio says. You don't need my help, you said. Shark says smiling. Geez, Rio says. Even the scared Rio is, Bronx says making a face. Reginald is a meanie. Rio yells. At night. Naruto is brushing his teeth after he's done he begins to leave but stops hearing a voice say forget about me. Naruto eyes widen but they become serious. Naruto looks at the mirror and sees himself in the mirror, but he has an evil smile and a new kind of eternal Mangekyou Sharingan, Sasuke's eternal Mangekyou Sharingan. Why are you here, Menma? Naruto says serious. Hahaha, you can't erase me. I will always be there, Menma says. Cut to the point, Naruto says. What would Rio do if she found out about all the stuff you did when you were collecting number cards, Menma says. Naruto eyes widen. What would happen if she called you a monster and never wanted to see you again? It's only a matter of time before she becomes afraid of you. Menma says. Naruto grabs his head in pain. You can never run away from your past. You are a monster and you know it. Menma says disappearing. Naruto looks at his locket. Rio, Naruto says. So what did you think? Naruto sees Yuma and his friends are on the ground badly hurt. Then sees Rio is watching it all. Then he sees himself holding Shark by the neck and he throws him aside. Please stop, Naruto says, but no one can hear him. You're next Rio, evil Naruto says, and Naruto hears Rio scream. Remend. Ah. Naruto screams waking up and sweating. Naruto, what's wrong? Yuma says waking up. It's nothing, just a bad dream, Naruto says. You've been having bad dreams the past week. What was it about? Yuma says. None of your business, Naruto says getting out of bed. Naruto, where are you going? Yuma says. Yuma, you should stay away from me, Naruto says leaving. At night in the park. Naruto is sitting by a tree. What's happening to me? Naruto says then hears footsteps. Naruto, Yuma says. What? Naruto says. Tell me what those dreams were about, Yuma says. I said, leave me alone, Naruto says getting up. You've been waking up screaming the past week, what happened in those dreams? Yuma says. Yuma, you should stay away from me, Naruto says grabbing his head in pain. Naruto, tell me what happens in the dreams, Yuma says. Yuma, I said you should get away from me. Get away from me now. Naruto yells with dark energy enveloping him. Naruto. Yuma yells, but then hears screaming from Naruto and the dark energy grows, then it starts to recede. This dark energy, Astral says shocked. Naruto, are you okay? Yuma says, but hears a dark chuckle. Finally I'm in control, Naruto says in a darker voice with his hair covering his eyes. Naruto, what's wrong? Yuma says. Yuma, that's not Naruto, Astral says, and Yuma's eyes widen. Naruto looks at Yuma with news eyes, Sasuke's eternal Mangekyo Sharingan eyes. Naruto smiles evilly. I'm not Naruto, you may call me Menma or Naruto's darkness, Menma says with his eyes glowing. What have you done with Naruto? Yuma says getting angry. He's not here at the moment, I'm in control, Menma says. Yuma looks at Menma shocked. Duel me, if I win you give Naruto back, Yuma says. Why would I duel you? If I win I get number 39. Utopia, Menma says while he and Yuma put on their dual gazer and dual disc. Deal, Yuma says. But you know you can't win against me, Menma says. I've gotten stronger since we last dueled, Yuma says, and Menma smiles evilly. Unknown to both Gilag is watching interested. Yuma, 4000. Menma 4000. I go first, I draw, Yuma says. I lay a card face down in defense position and lay 2 card down and end my turn, Yuma says. My turn, I draw, Menma says. Menma sticks up 3 fingers in 3 turns, I will show you my darkest monster that will end this duel, Menma says. What? Yuma says. Yuma, get ready, Astral says. I summon Red Eyes Wyvern and lay 1 card down and end my turn, Menma says and sticks up 1 finger. My turn, I draw, Yuma says. I summon Gugaga Magician and activate Blustering WINDSATK 1500 to 2500. Now attack Red Eyes Wyvern, Yuma says. I activate Negate Attack, Menma says. I lay 1 card down and end my turn, Yuma says. My turn, I draw, Menma says and sticks up 2 fingers. I summon Power Invader LV5ATK 2200. I can normal summon him if you have 2 or more monsters on your side of the field, Menma says with a dark smile. I activate Star Changer, and I increase Red Eyes Wyvern level by 1, LV4 LV5. I overlay Red Eyes Wyvern and Power Invader to create the overlay network, Menma says. Now come forth number 0. Dark Dragon Knight at 3000 def 2800. I activate the spell card Blustering Winds on Dark Dragon Knight, ATK 4000. Now by detaching 1 overlay unit, I can destroy Gogogo Golem. And now Dark Dragon Knight attack Gugaga Magician. I activate Damage Diet, I can have the damage I take this turn, Yuma says. Yuma 402750. I activate Card Destruction and end my turn, Menma says. My turn, I draw, Yuma says. I summon Gogogo Giant and activate its ability by summoning him. I can special summon Gogogo Golem from my graveyard in face-up defense position, Yuma says. I overlay Gogogo Golem and Gogogo Giant to create the overlay network. I summon number 39. Utopia. Now I activate Ziz effect, if I summon a Ziz monster I can destroy 1 monster you control. Now attack Menma directly, Yuma says. Menma 1500. I end my turn, Yuma says but stops hearing laughing. You really think you beat me, you really think that you actually stopped me, you're wrong, Menma says holding up 3 fingers. Menma's deck begins to glow dark. My turn, I draw, Menma says drawing a black card that begins to crack and after it breaks it shows a new card. Rank up Magic Barian's Force. Impossible, how does he have that card, Gilag says shocked seeing it. I activate Monster Reborn and bring back number 0. Dark Dragon Knight. You remember Card Destruction, I activate from my graveyard Overlay Eater's ability, by banishing it from the graveyard I can take 1 overlay unit from Utopia and give it to Dark Dragon Knight, Menma says. This isn't good, Yuma says. I activate Space Cyclone and I can detach 1 overlay unit from Utopia. Oh no, Yuma says. Now I activate Rank Up Barian's Force on Dark Dragon Knight. Dark Dragon Knight goes into the sky where the overlay network is. Chaos is change. Rise from the abyss of darkness. Chaos number C0 Dark Dragon Apocalypse Knight ATK 3000 def 2800. The big diamond shape with spikes comes down and starts to transform. Yuma is scared and Astral can't say anything and can't stop staring at the monster. It looks like the same as Dark Dragon Knight, but it's 2x bigger, it has 5 heads with longer necks. Its colors black and crimson red. This is the end for you Yuma, Menma says smiling evilly. I activate Apocalypse Knight special ability, by detaching 1 overlay unit I can equip 1 monster in my graveyard to Apocalypse Knight and it gains ATK equal to the ATK of the monster that was equipped and I choose Power Invader, Menma says. Power Invader appears and then gets grabbed by 1 of the heads of Apocalypse Knight. It starts struggling and sticks its hand out to Yuma, then the other dragon heads begin to devour Power Invader. Yuma looks away. Dark Dragon Apocalypse KNIGHTATK 5200. This is the end, Menma says. If that attack hits, we lose, Yuma says. We have lost, Astral says. Now at Naruto, Menma gets cut off from some saying Naruto. He looks behind himself and sees Ryo standing there. One of the eyes of Menma turns light blue. Ryo, Naruto says, but then holds his head in pain. No, I'm not letting you have control. I'm not done yet. Menma says on his voice. Ryo, get away from me. I don't want to hurt. Naruto was cut off by Ryo hugging him. Ryo, you should stop hugging me and get away from me. I hurt so many people trying to collect the number cards, I can never atone for my sins. I'm just a monster, Naruto says, still trying to gain control. I don't care, Ryo says, shocking both Naruto and Menma. You're my closest friend and you're not a monster. Shark told me everything, you did all that to help me, Ryo says, putting her head to his chest and tears escape her eyes. Ryo, Naruto says with both eyes going back to blue and he hugs Ryo. Ryo, don't cry. I hate it when you start to cry, Naruto says. Yuma, this duel is over, Naruto says and stops hugging Ryo to put all his cards and the Barian card away. Can you walk me home, Ryo says. Sure, Naruto says and they walk away. Yuma walks home. The lag is watching the whole thing. Who are you, Naruto Uzumaki? So what do you think? Chapter 21. During episode 82. Naruto was walking down the steps of the Duel Sanctuary when he felt something. So, another Barian showed up, Naruto thinks, looking at the sky. He continues walking down when someone appeared in front of him. Who are you? Naruto says with his eyes narrowed. You may call me Mizzle. So you're the one I heard about. I want to try something on you, he says. What? Naruto says. Mizzle shows Naruto a Barian card and a Barian emblem appears on Naruto's forehead. But something happens, Naruto starts screaming in pain and the Barian emblem breaks and disappears. Then Naruto starts glowing and a dark purple sphere surrounds him. Mizzle's eyes widen, it can't be he's. After the light stops, Naruto looks like a Barian. What did you do to me? Naruto says, then sees his hands and his eyes widen. He takes out his dual gazer and looks at its reflection. What did you do to me? Naruto yells. I never thought it would be possible and you in your Barian form proves it. You're half Barian, Mizzle says. And no, that can't be. I'm human. Naruto yells. It doesn't matter, you're one of us and you can't escape that. I'll take you back with me to see the others, Mizzle says, but then he sees Naruto glowing black and sinking in the shadows and disappears. How did he? I'll get him later, right now I have other plans to take care of, Mizzle says and leaves. But Naruto. Naruto appears in his parents' house. Why didn't they tell me, why? Naruto yells. What will the others think of me now that I'm half Barian? Naruto says, imagining Ryo and the others not wanting to be friends with him anymore and them not trusting him anymore. Naruto walks in his parents' bedroom and looks at the dresser with his parents and him are at the park. Then Naruto notices something. A glow coming from under the floorboards. Naruto starts moving them and finds a suitcase and opens it. What he found surprised him, it was some cloak and on top of it was a note. Naruto opened it. Note. Naruto, if you're reading this then me and your mother aren't alive. I'm sorry for not telling you sooner, I was planning on telling you on your 16th birthday. I came to this world in search of the numbers, but when I first arrived, I ran into your mother. She was impulsive, arrogant and stubborn girl. When I first met her I fell in love with her. After a while we had you and it made me feel so happy. I believed you were the one who can stop the fighting. I hope you can succeed in which I have failed. Naruto, no matter what anyone says we always loved you. Naruto closes the note and he starts crying. Naruto whipped away his tears and takes out the cloak. It's like the other Barian cloaks, but its color is dark blue. Naruto puts it back in the case and closes it. Then Naruto thinks of something, he takes out Thunder and Dragon and then focuses his power into it and the name of the card starts to change and Naruto's eyes widen. He looks out the window and it's dark out. I'm guessing Mizzle will make his move against Yuma and the others tomorrow, Naruto thinks and goes to sleep on his parents' bed. Next day. Naruto is sitting cross-legged and holding his hands together like when he first mastered Sage Mode. Naruto has his eyes closed and still is in his Barian form. He has dark and crimson energy covering him. Then he feels an enormous power. Mizzle, so he used Barian force, but it seems he can't control the monster. I will have to interfere when I'm needed, Naruto thinks and opens his eyes. He gets up and starts to be covered in dark energy and starts to sink in the shadows. Where Yuma is. When Naruto gets there he sees Yuma and Shark falling down the cliff. It's time to test out my card's true power, Naruto thinks. Naruto takes out his card points it to the sky. I need your help. Number 108. Thunder and Dragon. Naruto yells and the card glows and his body is covered in lightning like the wreckage. I can feel the power coming from the card, Naruto says and jumps off the cliff. He grabs both Yuma's and Shark's hands and begins to jump on the wall fast. He gets to the top and puts them both down on the ground. The others run up to him and they're shocked seeing Naruto look like a Barian. If you want to know why I look like this, it's because I'm half Barian. I just learned about this the other day. It's okay if you don't want me around anymore, and I understand if you can't trust me, Naruto says and begins walking away but stops when he feels someone grab his arm. He looks behind and then sees Ryo slap him. Naruto touches the spy he was slapped at. Are you serious? You think we will think anything bad about you because you're half Barian? Don't you remember what I said to you after the number 0 incident? Ryo yells at Naruto. Ryo, Naruto thinks. Naruto, remember, we're all friends. Naruto smiles and his eyes widen when Ryo kisses his cheek. Thank you for saving Reginald and Yuma, Ryo says. You're welcome, Naruto says, can't finding other words to say. Chapter 22. During episode 91. Naruto is walking to school with Ryo. So much has happened, a lit, dilag, Naruto thinks and looks in the sky, remembering when he tested the Barian card on Yuma and Shark. Flashback. I use rank up Barian's force on Thunder and Dragon, Naruto yells, and the dragon goes into the overlay network. Now rise. Number C108. Thunder Dragon Titanite. Naruto yells and it comes down and starts to transform. Shark is looking at the monster in shock. The monster transforms. It's holding a big sword. Has wings, red electricity all around it, red eyes, and ATK 3100. I activate Titan's special ability. By detaching one overlay unit I can take half of your monster's ATK and add it to my own monster until the end phase, and I chose Shark Drake. ATK, 4500. Now attack Shark Drake Thunder and Titanite, Naruto yells and destroys the monster. Shark 0. Naruto 2800. Flashback to Yuma and Naruto's duel. I activate rank up Barian's force on number 97. God Crimson Knight, Naruto yells and his monster goes in the overlay network. Behold my new monster. Number C97. God Crimson Overlord Knight ATK 3300. Naruto yells and the monster appears and transforms. It's had 4 arms, 2 times bigger than Crimson Knight, 4 wings and 4 black swords. I activate Overlord's special ability. Once per turn, by detaching one overlay unit. I can change your monster's ATK to the same as its defense. Until the end phase, Naruto yells. Utopia Ray 2000s. Now attack Utopia Ray Overlord Knight, Naruto yells. Yuma 0. Naruto 2500. Flashback end. That's weird, why am I getting the feelings that today I might want to kill someone, Naruto thinks to himself, then feels Ryo pulling him to hurry up. Then they see Bronk fall off his skateboard and fall on the ground, almost falling on the ducks. Are you alright? Ryo says to Bronk. Bronk stands. Ryo. Bronk says. My, it looks like you've scraped your arm, Ryo says and walks to Bronk and wraps a cloth on his arm. Naruto is smiling at Ryo. This should do it, Ryo says, finishing tying the cloth on his arm. Thank you very much. Bronk says. Ryo waves goodbye and grabs Naruto's hand and pulls him to come along with her. Naruto looks at Bronk and his eyes narrow. I don't like the way he looks at Ryo, Naruto thinks. At school and in class. Bronk is holding and staring at the cloth. What's wrong with you, Bronk? Tori says. It feels like he's here in body, but not in soul, meow, Kathy says. Could this be? Flip says. Bronk stands up and holds the cloth to his face while saying Ryo. The whole time Naruto is glaring at Bronk. It's the usual, isn't it? Coswell says. But if you like Ryo that much, you should just attack her with all your feelings. Tori says. Attack? But what if I'm rejected? Bronk said to Tori. And Ryo's shark sister, you know, Flip says. That's right. Bronk says. She has her fans, but they can't attack if they're all scared of Shark, Ray says. That's true, isn't it? Bronk says. That isn't true. All that's important is your feelings, right? Tori yells. That right, isn't it? Bronk says. But if he doesn't approve, Shark will punch you full of holes. Kathy says. Really? Bronk said. On the other hand, what if Shark acknowledges you instead? Flip says. And how would he acknowledge you? Coswell says. Right. How do I do that? Bronk says. You just have to win in a duel, Ray says. A duel. Bronk says and starts daydreaming. But then it all stops when they feel a dark aura. They look at Naruto. Did you just imagine Ryo in a wedding dress, Naruto says. And no, Bronk says, a little scared. Oh good, if you did I would have to kill you, Naruto says with a smile. Bronk and the others back away from Naruto. Except Yuma, who isn't listening. Bronk leaves. Time skip. Naruto is reading the news on his duel pad. After he's done reading he punches a wall and it cracks. How dare they post this, Naruto says angrily. Naruto is with Ryo and they appear in front of Yuma and Bronk. So Reginald's the one who started this joke, right? Ryo says angrily. Time skip. Naruto, Rio, Yuma and his friends confront Shark. Why are you calling me out like this all of a sudden? Shark says. They challenge you to a duel, Rio says. Again? You really can't help challenging me, huh? Shark said. My patience has finally reached its maximum limit, Rio says, showing Shark the news on her duel pad. What's that? Shark says. Who says you get to decide this just because you're my brother? Rio says. Rio you Bronx says. Would you mind keeping quiet for a while? Rio says. Why yes, Bronx says. What nonsense. Shark says, turning away. Running away? And you have the name Shark? I'm astonished. And yet you despise onions so. And you always pick out the peppers. Rio says. Shark turns around. Be quiet. You've got some nerve insulting your big brother. Shark says. Humph. Guess this makes our 100 sibling squabble duel. Let's turn the tables, Rio says. 100 sibling squabble duel. Everyone says except Naruto, already knowing this. Duel disc, set. Shark says, getting his duel disc out. E-gazer, set. Both say. Duel. Both says. Rio 4000. Shark 4000. Skipping duel. Shark walks over to Rio. I lost. Rio says and stands up. It's frustrating, but I still have a ways to go, Rio says. Yeah. But I'll acknowledge your progress just now, Shark says. But suddenly declaring Yuma my lover. Rio says. Yuma, your lover? Who the hell would say that? I have no idea. I only said that if Bronk wants to duel me, he has to be at Yuma's level, Shark said. Rio, Naruto and Bronk are shocked what he said. Then Coswell said. We misunderstood, or not? Flip says. What the heck? Rio says. That was an amazing duel. Please duel against me one of these dats. Bronk says. With me? Rio said. Yes. I win to get stronger, and if I win, Bronk says, earning a glare from Naruto. If you win? Rio says. No, I'll tell you when it happens, Bronk says. I look forward to it, then, Rio says. Yes. Bronk said. Now then, for the ones who spread this misunderstanding around the school, Rio said, and Naruto cracks his knuckles. Flip and Coswell are sneaking away. You two over there? Would you mind spending some time with me? Rio said, and Naruto starts walking toward Flip and Coswell with an evil smile. Both Coswell and Flip cry. And then they run away. At back here, there's no use running from me. Naruto yells, chasing them. Chapter 23. During episode 92 and 93. Naruto and Shark are watching the play with Rio and Yada. Yada is the prince and Rio is the princess. Ah, my dear prince. I've yearned to tell you this for what seems like eternity. During days of chilling rain, during days of freezing snow. Rio says. Oh, my dear princess. Yada says, holding Rio's hands. What a disgusting play. I can't watch a second more. Shark says. You got that right. There better not be a kissing scene or I'm stopping this play. Naruto says. Now, just calm down, big brother. A new voice says. They both look at the one who said that and they're freaked out. The hell is with? Shark says. I'm the Go-Go-Go-Go Golem. Big brother, Bronk says, dressed as Go-Go-Go Golem. The big brother, you said. You have no right calling me that. Shark yells. Shut up. Rio yells on stage and throws her shoe at Shark's head. If you aren't gonna watch in silence, get the hell out. Rio yells. Shark feels someone grabbing the back of his shirt. Shark looks and sees Naruto dragging him out of the room. We better leave, Shark, Naruto says. Time skip. Naruto saw the full duel with Yuma and Anna teaming up. Naruto walks away but then sees Rei. They walk past each other, one more inch, and they bumped into each other. Naruto looks behind and looks at Rei with narrowed eyes. But turns and keeps walking. There's something not right with that Rei guy, Naruto thinks. Time skip episode 94. Naruto is looking at the night sky. Something is coming, something bad, Naruto says. Afternoon. Naruto is walking through the street when he felt it. So you finally made your appearance, Naruto says. He glows dark and starts to sink in the shadows and heads in the direction of Yuma. When Naruto arrives, he sees the sphere field disappearing. You did it, Yuma. Tori yells. How about it? Did you learn how strong me and Astral are yet? Yuma says. Vector is laying on the ground and starts laughing. Vector sits up and sticks out his hand. A blue hand shots out and is heading for Yuma. Yuma. Rei yells and jumps in front of Yuma and the hand grabs Rei. Rei. Yuma yells. Yuma. It's for the best. Rei says and the hand starts to pull back, still holding Rei. Rei. Yuma yells, sticking out his right hand. Yuma. Rei yells. Vector laughs. Did you think I'd actually lose to the likes of you? I'll take this guy instead for now. Vector says and a portal opens up behind him. Damn you. Yuma yells. Vector throws a card to Astral. If you want to save this guy, you'll have to ask that card. Vector says, starting to disappear with Ray in the portal. That will be the key that will allow us to meet again, Vector says, disappearing. Yuma. Ray yells, also disappearing. Yuma runs to Vector and Ray. Ray. Yuma yells and they disappear. Ray. Yuma yells, but they're gone. Shit. Where are you? Ray. Where'd you go? Ray. Yuma yells. Yuma, Naruto thinks. Ray. Ray. Yuma yells and Kite flying with orbital on his back. Kite jumps down behind Yuma. Ray. Yuma yells. Hey Kite, Tori says, and Kite begins walking to Yuma. Ray. Yuma yells. Yuma, Kite says, and Yuma turns around. What's wrong? What happened? Kite says. Kite. Ray was taken by Vector. Yuma says, and Shark appears. He was taken by a Barian. I'm begging you. I need your help searching for their location. Yuma says and grabs Kite's shirt. I'm begging you. Please. Yuma says. Kite closes his eyes, then smacks Yuma in the face and sending him to the ground. Just calm down. It's unsightly, Kite says. Kite, Yuma said looking at Kite. At Heartland Tower and it's dark out. So the one who kidnapped Ray was the Barian who controlled Dr. Faker and Tron. This guy called Vector. Shark says. Yeah. I thought he was destroyed during that duel back then, Yuma says. I see. So he's shown himself before us again, Kite says. Isn't that amusing, Vector? I'll chase you down to the ends of this earth. Shark says. But how do we find him? We don't know anything about the Barians, Kite says. It doesn't matter. I owe Vector bastard a good beating. I swear to track him down and beat his ass. Shark says. Shark, Naruto says shaking his head. You have such a simplistic way of thinking, Kite says. What the hell did you say, you jerk? Shark says to Kite. The red lights start flickering and they hear a beeping sound. A video appears showing orbital. Hey Kite. It's terrible. There's been a massive change in gravity right above us in this tower. Orbital says. Could it be the Barians? Kite says. At the top of the tower. They see a dark cloud. Yuma's key starts glowing and fires a light in the cloud. What's happening? Naruto says. Then a bright light appears. When it stops. It appears some machine that's flying towards them. It hits the tower a little. Yuma, Naruto, Kite and Shark are on the ground. What is this thing? Shark says. This thing's from inside the Emperor's key. Kite says. Why is it in the real world? Yuma says. Then Astral appears. Astral. It was you. Yuma says. Yuma, I know where we must go now, Astral says. What? Yuma says. After that duel beefer, Vector left us with that number. That card is the key to activate this airship. Furthermore, it came with the coordinates for their location, Astral says. Their locations? Where exactly are they? Yuma said. Most likely in the Barian world, Astral said. The Barian worlds? Yuma says. That's right. Vector was calling us to this airship. And there is a high possibility that your friend is there, Astral says. You mean Ray, Yuma said. Fine by me. Let's take it, then. Shark says. Wait. All of this sounds way too convenient, Kite says. I agree, Naruto said. Are you getting scared? Shark says. What? Both Naruto and Kite say. If you're scared, you can stay and watch the house, Shark says. Knock it off already. Yuma says, drawing their attention. I'm going to save Ray. And to do that, I'll be going alone. Yuma says. Alright. The airship is currently filling with energy. We will set sail tomorrow morning, Astral says. Time skip. Naruto is with Shark and Rio. Astral's airship. Rio says. Yeah. That Barian called Vector is luring us, Shark says. It's a trap, Naruto says. Naruto Reginald, Rio says. He's the bastard that put you through all that and ruined our lives. This time I'll beat him to a pulp. Shark says. For us? You aren't honest with yourself, Rio says. What do you mean by that? Shark said. Well, that's fine. So, I'll be going with you, Rio says. Why would you? Shark says. Because I decided to. And now that it's been decided, I'm hurrying off to go here Eddie, Rio says leaving. She's coming either way. You know how she thinks, Naruto says with a smile. You're right, Shark says with a smile. Bye, Naruto says glowing dark and sinks in the shadows. Naruto appears at the Duel sanctuary. Naruto gets all he needs and starts to leave, but is stopped by Roku saying Naruto. Naruto, Roku says. Yeah, what is it, Naruto says. I want to give you this, Roku says hand Naruto something warped in cloth. Naruto holds it and starts taking the cloth off, and when he sees the card his eyes widen. This is, Naruto says with tears starting to appear on his eyes. Yeah, it's your mother's favorite card. I know she would have wanted you to have it, Roku says, and Naruto starts to cry. Thank you, Roku, Naruto says and leaves. Next day at the tower. Sup? Everybody early. Yuma yells. PCH, it's because of you, Shark says. Good morning, Rio says. Hey, it's the Shark sister. Why are you here? Yuma says and Rio gets angry. Do not call me Shark sister. Rio yells. I'll certainly be of some help to you, Rio says. Shark, Naruto, is this okay with you? Yuma said. She won't listen whether it's me or Naruto, Shark says. We got a bunch of fun friends together here. Yuma says and Astral appears. Yuma, we're ready to ship off any time, Astral says. Heck yeah. Then let's get going. But how do we get on board? Yum says. Then a light green light appears. This flash transformer will get us inside the cockpit, Astral says. Then Yuma's friends appear inside the light too. Wah. What the? Why are you guys here? Yuma says. That was cruel to leave us out, Kathy says. That's right. Coswell says. Yuma. It's standoffish to not tell us anything or not. Flip says. But I can't get you guys involved in this, Yuma says. We also want to save Ray, Brunk says. Ray is one of our precious friends. Tori says. You guys, Yuma says. Then let's board, Astral says. They appear on the ship. This is the cockpit amazing. Yuma says. I've confirmed out landing coordinates. This airship will now depart, Astral says. We can all see Astral or not, Flip says. Yeah. Brunk says. So that's Astral. Rio says. Yeah, Naruto said. Starting departure sequence. All systems online. Making contact with secondary systems. All systems confirmed to be working perfectly. Orbital says. Yuma, give us our instructions, Astral says. Huh? Me? Yuma said. I guess I'll allow you to take charge this time, Kite says. Just hurry up and do it. Shark says. Don't keep us waiting, Yuma, Naruto says. Yuma, you can do it. Tori says. Alright, got it. Yuma says. Departure preparations now complete. Orbital says. 5 4 3 2 1 launch her. Yuma says. Take off. Everyone says. The ship begins moving. Wow. We're flying. Go on. Yuma says. Opening the gate to the different dimensions. We are now breaking into the different dimension space. Orbital says. They go through the portal. We are now sailing smoothly toward our coordinated landmark, Orbital says. So this is a different dimension tunnel. Brunk says. It's so quiet or not? Flip says. That for sure. Coswell says. But it's too quiet, Astral says. Oh yeah. I brought some beefsteaks. Tori says. My grandma made a dual lunch for me. Yes. Let's all eat. Yuma says. Odd. Is this some field trip? Shark says. Grandma's dual lunches. Then they hear beeping and the ship shakes. What's up with these shocks? Kite says. I've confirmed several unbidden tidied objects heading toward the airship. Rio says and a screen appears showing monsters. Those are. Shark says. Monsters? Yuma says. They're left port bound in swarms. Shark says. Over here too. Yuma says. They're here as well. Tori says. Naruto, Kite, Shark. Let's go. Yuma says. Me too. Rio says. I'm going too. Brunk says. Outside the ship. Naruto is surrounded by a lot of monsters. Come forth. God Crimson Knight, Dark Dragon Knight and Thunder End Dragon. Naruto yells, sticking the 3 cards in the air. The 3 appear. Now God Crimson Knight use God Crimson Slash. Dark Dragon Knight use Roar of Darkness. Thunder End Dragon use Lightning Strike. Naruto yells and the 3 monsters attack, destroying all the monsters in their way. This isn't right, they're all too weak, Naruto says. Naruto hears beeping again. Then a portal appears in front of them. It begins to pull everything in. They all get sucked in. Naruto wakes up and stands. Where am I? Where's everyone else? Naruto says. So you're finally awake, about time, someone says. Yay, now we can defeat him, another says. Naruto looks and sees Alit and Gilag in their Barian forms. Then Naruto starts glowing and when it stops he's in his Barian form. So Mizzle was right, you are one of us, Gilag says. Where is everyone else? Naruto says. Don't worry about them, we need privacy, Alit says. Privacy for what? Naruto says. The duel of course, Gilag says, getting his dual disc out. That is the reason why we brought you here, Alit says, also getting his dual disc. 2 on 1, that doesn't seem fair, Naruto says, getting out his dual disc. You are better than the others, so we will have to take you on together, Alit says. Fine, bring it on, Naruto says. Next time, Naruto vs Gilag and Alit. Chapter 24. Naruto 4000. Gilag and Alit 4000. So where are we? Naruto says looking around. This is the Barian world, your true home, Gulag says. So this is the Barian world, Naruto says looking around. If I win you take me back to my friends, Naruto says. Fine, I go first, I summon Fire Hand, 1600 1000 I set 2 cards and end my turn, Gulag says. My turn, I summon Red Eyes Wyvern LV4, 1800 1600 and lay 2 cards down. I activate card Destructioni activate Monster Reborn and special summon Dark Blade LV4, 1800 1500, I overlay Red Eyes Wyvern and Dark Blade, I create the overlay network and exceed summon number 97. God Crimson Knight. 3000 2500s, Naruto yells. I end my turn, Naruto says. My turn, I draw, Elit says. I summon Battling Boxer Switchator, 1500 1400, I activate the spell card Burning Knuckle Spirit by sending the top card of my deck to the graveyard, if that card is a Battling Boxer monster I can special summon one level 4 or lower Battling Boxer monster from my graveyard. I pick Battling Boxer Counterpunch, 0 1100. I activate Battling Boxer Switchator's ability and special summon from the graveyard Battling Boxer Headgeared, 1000 1800s. I overlay my 3 LV4 monsters, Switchator's effect makes it count as 2 overlay units. I exceed summon number 105. Battling Boxer Star Cestus, 2500 1600 in attack position. Now attack God Crimson Knight, Elit says. But it doesn't have enough attack points, Naruto says. I activate Star Cestus ability, as it is battling a monster that has ATK higher than it, by detaching an overlay unit, I can prevent the attack from being negated, prevent the destruction of Star Cestus by battle, and you take any battle damage I would have taken in battle instead, Elit says. Not so fast, I activate God Crimson Knight special ability. By detaching one overlay unit, I can negate the ability of a monster on your side of the field, Naruto says. I lay 2 cards down and end my turn, Elit says. My turn, Gulag says drawing. I summon Ice Hand, 1600 1600. I overlay my 2 LV4 monsters and exceed summon number 106. Giant Hand, 2000 2000s, I end my turn, Gulag says, and Naruto's eyes narrow. They must be waiting for the right card rank up Magic Barian's force, Naruto thinks. My turn, I draw, Naruto says. We already know you will lose, in just a few turns we will win, Gulag says. We'll see about that, Naruto says. God Crimson Knight destroy Giant Hand, Naruto says. I activate Giant Hand's ability, by detaching one overlay unit, I can target one monster you control, while this card is face up on the field your monster's ability is negated, and if your monster declares an I can destroy your monster, and you get inflicted damage equal to its ATK, Gulag says. I activate the trap card Damage Died, I can have the damage I take this turn, Naruto says. The damage hits and Naruto flies back and hits the ground hard. Naruto 2500. I activate my spell card Forbidden Seal, if your XYZ monsters activate an ability you lose 200 points for every star they have. I end my turn, Naruto says getting up. My turn, Gulag says and draws. When he looks at the card he drew he smiled. I activate rank up Magic Barian's force, I use it on Giant Hand. I summon number C106. Giant Hand RED 2600 2000 and attack you directly, Gulag says. I activate Negate Attack, Naruto says. Fine, I end my turn, Gulag says. What's happening to me, I can do better than this, but I just don't feel right, what's happening to me, Naruto thinks. My turn, Naruto says then stops hearing someone say I can give you power. I don't need your help Menma I can win, Naruto thinks. You still don't get it, Menma says. Make a move already, Elit says. Fine, I draw, Naruto draws the card and looks at it. It's Pot of Greed. Perfect, Naruto thinks then starts seeing memories of Dark Dragon Apocalypse Night. Naruto sees the dragon surrounded by destruction. He sees all his friends hurt badly and sees Ryo who is being held by the throat by evil Naruto. Stay out of my mind. Naruto screams. Both Elit and Gulag look at Naruto. He's cracking under the pressure, Elit says. I know, Gulag says. You know your friends are probably dead now, Elit says. What do you mean, Naruto says. They must have been swallowed by the black he created by Vector. They must be gone now, Gulag says. That can't be, it just can't be. Naruto yells with dark energy surrounding him. Naruto, someone says. Naruto opens his eyes and sees he's inside a white room he looks and sees Minato. Father, Naruto says tears coming down his eyes. Hello son, sorry for all that's happened to you, Minato says, but stops when he feels Naruto hug him. What's happening to me, why is this happening to me, Naruto says. It's because you haven't forgiven yourself yet, Minato says, and Naruto's eyes widen. After all you have done, you still haven't forgiven yourself, Minato says. But I have, Naruto said. Are you sure? What about Menma? Minato says, and Naruto stops cold. He was created by you from your hate, happiness and sadness. Don't forget he is you as well, Minato says and starts disappearing. Wait, don't do yet, I still have questions. Naruto yells. You will find your answers sooner than you think. And remember this, no matter what anyone says, we always cared, you are our pride and joy. Now evolve, ascend to the next level my son, Minato says disappearing. Naruto appears in a room of darkness. He sees Menma. So, do you want my power or not? Menma says sticking out his hand. I finally understand you, Naruto says and Menma's eyes narrow. What do you mean? Menma says pulling his hand back. Show me your original form, Naruto says and Menma's eyes widen. So you figured it out, Menma says and starts transforming. After he's done he looks like a kid Naruto. I'm the darkness in you, the darkness that was created on that day, Menma says smiling and dark energy surrounding him. I'm sorry, Naruto says, and the darkness stops with Menma not smiling anymore. What? Menma says confused. I'm sorry for everything that's happened, I'm sorry that I couldn't help you when I had the chance, Naruto says looking down. Why you don't understand me, you can never understand me, Menma says running at Naruto with darkness heading for Naruto. Naruto bends down and hugs Menma. I understand you because I am you, I'm sorry for being afraid of you, Naruto says. Menma starts crying. We are still kids trying to find a way out of the dark tunnel, Naruto says. I forgive you, Menma says and starts aging. Naruto stands back and sees Menma at the same age as him. Be ready to show these Barians what it means to be truly strong, Naruto says sticking out his hand. Yeah, let's do it, Menma says smiling sticking out his hand. They fist bump. Outside of Naruto's mind. Both Lid and Gilag are surprised. Naruto transforms back into a human and he is covered in crimson energy and the dark energy is being swallowed by the crimson energy. It's time to show you our full power, Naruto says. Our? Both Lid and Gilag say then sees another Naruto with black hair. He begins to glow black. They do the same Zexel too as Yuma and Astral. When they appear they are wearing the same cloths as Yuma and Astral when they're in Zexel too, but the red is black. And they're wearing the helmet of the Forever King from Ben 10. What is this power I'm feeling? Alit says and sees that the ground is shaking. It's responding to Naruto's power. This is Zexel too, Naruto says. I activate Pot of Greed and draw 2 cards. Naruto says and his hand glows crimson. Crimson draw. Naruto yells and draws. It's his mother's card and rank up magic Barian's force. What? Gilag and Alit say. I activate the spell card Chains of the King. By cutting my life points in half I can change one monster on your side of the field's ATK to 0 and I choose Giant Hand Red, Naruto says. This can't be, Gilag says. Rank up Barian's force in Naruto's hand begins to change. After it's done it says. Rank up magic, Numeran force. I activate Call of the Haunted and bring back God Crimson Knight, Naruto says. I activate from my graveyard Overlay Eater ability. By banishing it, I can take one overlay unit from your monster and I chose Giant Hand Red. I use rank up magic Numeran force on God Crimson Knight, Naruto yells. Now it's time for a new monster to appear. Come forth. Number C97. God Crimson Savior Knight, 3500-3000. Looks a little like Utopia Ray Victory. I activate God Crimson Savior Knight's ability. By detaching one overlay unit, Savior gets 1000 for every monster on the field and counting itself too, Naruto says. I am possible, Alit says. God Crimson Savior KNIGHT 6500-3000. Now end this God Crimson Savior Knight with God Crimson Savior / Naruto yells and Savior flies into the air taking out its sword and comes down slicing the monster in two. There was a giant explosion. Both Gilag and Alit get thrown back and hit the wall, both knocked out and injured badly. We did it, Naruto thinks transforming back into his real form. Yeah we did, Menma says going back into Naruto. The portal opens behind Naruto and he enters. Naruto appears by Yuma when he won his duel. The place starts shaking. You bastards, don't think you have won just now. Listen well, the evil stain that contaminated the heart of Astral will not disappear. That feeling of the stain will last forever. It will slowly corrode you bastards' bond. Vector says, he laughs and disappears. The green light hits Naruto, Yuma and Astral. They are teleported onto the ship and are leaving heading for their world. Time skip sundown. Astral we won, right? Yuma says. Yes. But our battle has just begun, Astral said. I know I will become stronger. I definitely will. I'm feeling the flow. Yuma says and jumps in the air. He will become stronger, I know it, Naruto thinks. Time skip. Naruto is sleeping at Yuma's house. Dream. Run, the beast is too dangerous. A guy dressed up in knight armor said. Get everyone out of here. We have to hold off the beast until backup arrives. We must protect the kingdom. Another said in armor. A giant fox is destroying buildings. The fox roars. Naruto wakes up from his dream and puts his right hand on his head. What kind of dream was that? It almost seems so real. Naruto thinks and goes back to bed. So what do you think? And no flaming. Chapter 25. During episode 99. Naruto is in class when he felt it. What was that feeling? It was powerful, Naruto thinks. Time skip. Naruto, Rio, Shark, Yuma and Tori at the top of their academy building. Can you sense anything? Shark says to Rio. No. I sensed something quite powerful moments ago, but now it is gone, Rio says. Shark says, so your antenna too is useless. Yuma says. Don't call me by that na. Rio says angrily. Bro Roger. Yuma says shaking his head at Rio. But, can it be that everyone has sensed it at the same time? Tori says. The wind starts blowing and they look up. What the? Yuma says. Naruto, Shark and Yuma stand. A green light hits them. They appear in the airship. This, Yuma said and looks up and sees Astral. Astral? What, why are we in the spaceship? Why so sudden? You gave me a fright. Yuma says. I am sorry. But I want you to have a look at this, Astral says, and a map of the earth appears showing red dots on it. Just now, all of a sudden, this map with marks on several places has appeared. All 8 points on the map indicate locations of ruins, and all of those locations have numbers, Astral says. Numbers? Yuma said. And this appears along with the map, Astral says sticking out his hand. They all turn. In a red light Yuma's father appears. Yuma, Astral, Kazuma said. Dad. Yuma said getting closer to the projection. When you receive this message, the situation is developing to the worst. Head off to find the 8 numbers in the ruins as soon as possible. These are special numbers. If they fall into Barian's hands, then their overwhelming power will be awakened. Yuma, Astral, don't ever pass the numbers to the Barians. I am counting on you. Kazuma says and the projection disappears. Dad. Yuma says taking 2 steps closer. Then Dad knew about numbers all this time? Yuma says. Right, about me too, Astral said. Yes. Dad has foreseen everything right from the start. Dad has always been guiding me. That's why I believe I have to go. Yuma says. No doubts, there is no reason we give such a power to Barians. I will go too. Shark says. They must not get that power. I am part Barian, so this concerns me too. Naruto said. Naruto. Shark. Yuma said. When Naruto and Reginald decides on something, they won't listen to other people. Then I will go as well. Rio said. Then it's settled, Yuma, let's get going. Tori says. Guys alrighty. Let's set out for the numbers. I'm feeling the flow. Yuma yells. They begin traveling through the same way last time. Somehow it feels very stormy, Tori says. Yeah, Rio said. Astral, just what kind of place is Astral World? Yuma says. Why are you asking that? Astral said. Because, Dad even knows about the numbers, he must be in the Astral World, Yuma said. Astral World is a place that only those with ranked up souls can reach, Astral said. Rank up of souls. Is it like when we see the rank up of monsters? Yuma said. The souls of all living things are always aiming toward their ideals, this is why anyone has the possibility to rank up, Astral said. Naruto stopped listening and went to the edge of the skip and leaned on it thinking of his dream. What happened in my dream felt real and very familiar, like I was there, Naruto thinks. Stupid. There's no way for any of you to rank up in your life, Shark said. Then they saw something up ahead. What's that? Shark yelled. They crashed and they get blown back. Time skip. Naruto wakes up. What happened? Naruto said and gets up. He hears a roar and heads for that direction. He finds a bear in front of Yuma and some guy. The bear looks at Naruto. Naruto's eyes change, but they aren't the same as the Sharingan, they look like the Rinnegan. The bear turns away and leaves. Naruto's eyes turn back to normal. That animal was so afraid, it ran away from me, Yuma said. You might think it was afraid of me, Naruto said, still looking at the bear before it disappears in the forest. Ugh, the guy says and goes to the ground. Hey. You're okay. Yuma said. Wait, Yuma. Shark says appearing. Keep away from that guy, you're careless. Shark says running to Yuma. Shark. Yuma said. Do you know who this guy is? Shark said. Oh, I don't have a clue. But it seems he was injured, Yuma said. That's fishy. We have clashed with an unknown energy form in the different dimension space. If that was a Barian, then this guy, Shark says, but he cuts him off. My name is Nash, I am just a tourist, Nash says. The tourist, huh? In the wild mountains like this? Shark says. Indeed it's a but unnatural, be careful, Astral said. Hey, wait a minute, you guys, Yuma said. How many times do you want to get cheated? Would you stop trusting people so easily? Shark says. I know I do know that. I just, Yuma says. Yuma, Astral said. Then they hear a scream. This voice is, Shark says. Nash stands up. They begin running. They're met with an opening. This is, Yuma said. The ruin we were searching for, Astral said. Then there's a number inside. Yuma. Tori yells inside the opening. All four run inside. Tori. Tori. Yuma yells. They're met with Tori and Rio surrounded by snakes. This, Yuma says, and they begin attacking the snakes. Geez, you guys really need looking after, Yuma said. That's because snakes are the archenemy's golf birds. Tori says. Oh. Astral, I still can see you even though we're outside your spaceship. Does that mean I too have ranked up? Rio says. What's with your carelessness? It seems like this here is a dead end, Shark said. Really? Yuma said. Both Yuma and Shark step on a trap. What? Was? Both Yuma and Shark say. The place starts shaking. What's happening? Tori says. Then the door shuts behind them. The exit was. Nash said and looks up and sees another coming down to block the way. Rio, get out of the way, there's no knowing what happens next, Shark says. Nash jumps and tackles Shark, getting him out of the way. Reginald. Rio yells. Hey Shark. Shark. Yuma said, hitting the wall. I'm alright, but what's with these mechanisms, Shark says. The door opens for Naruto, Rio, Yuma and Tori. Shark, a passage towards inside has appeared. Yuma said. Yes, here as well. It seems we have to split and move forward, Shark says. They begin walking. Naruto holds Rio's hand. She looks at him and Naruto smiles. Don't want you to get separated from me, Naruto says, and Rio blushes and looks away. That guy's name is Nash, right? Tori says. Yeah, he seems to be a tourist who is just around here, but Shark and Astral suspect that he is a Barian, Yuma says. Who? A Barian? Tori says. But I think that's wrong, Yuma said. But, if he is a Barian, he must be searching for the numbers as well, Rio says. Time skip. What? What's with this place, Yuma said. Naruto sees stairs leading to a Pegasus statue, and on top of it is the number card. Yuma, take a look at that. Astral said. This is the number of this ruin. Yuma said, and the card glows bright. The bright, Naruto says. You are? Yuma says, seeing some appear in front of them. I am the guardian who protects this ruin's number, Matcha says. You're the number's guardian. Astral said. It seems like he is a spirit of the number, Rio said. A spirit? Tori said. I sense a strong spiritual energy from him, Rio said. I cannot just hand this number to you. If you want to own this number, I have to test the worthiness of your soul, Matcha says, getting out a duel disc. How could I run away from the challenge to a duel? Yuma says. Skipping to middle of the duel. With friends, their inner value will be called to question once they are separated from each other, Matcha said. Separated from each other, Astral said. Shark. At your place over there, is there anything like a hint for the duel? Astral said. A hint for the duel? Shark says, looking around. So, is there anything? Astral said. No, there are these wall paintings. Shark says. That's it. Astral said. Naruto and the others are surprised. The trial he has set up for us is some sort of mystery game. If separating us like that was the start of the trial, then the location of yours, Shark, should hold some hint to solve the mystery. Astral says. Reginald, what's drawn on the wall paintings? Rio said, letting go of Naruto's hand. There are some pictures and some sort of scripture that Shark is cut off by Nash. Here has been written down the legend about an ancient hero, Nash says. Yeah, I can read it. Shark said. The legend goes like this. Long ago, there was a group of brave knights who served a certain land. One of them was a hero that rode his beloved steed, Pegasus. The knights, led by the hero, protected the peace of that country. One day, the hero left the castle to go back to his hometown. However, when the hero was gone, the knights that were left behind overthrew the king and took over the country. But the hero gone, they turned conceited of their own power and began to deem themselves worthy to be called kings, Nash said. Who on earth are you? Shark said. The rest of the legend isn't here, Nash said. Time skip to next part of the legend. Shark, do the wall paintings go on in that room? Astral said. Yeah, they are. Shark said. This is Fear Follows. Hearing about the Knights' rebellion, the hero rushed back to the castle. Then the hero appealed to them. That all that time. They had their hearts filled with justice and tried to make them remember their bonds as comrades that fought together. But his former comrades turned their swords against the hero. The hero could not kill his comrades. He kept refusing to fight back, and this was struck down by the swords of his own comrades. Then suddenly his beloved steed Pegasus stood in front of the knights, trying to protect his master. With his life, it was trying to protect the hero, Nash said. And what happened then? Yuma said. Sorry, but up to there it goes. It's to warn after that, I can't read any further, Nash said. Ah, that's, Yuma said. Naruto looks away. What a horrible way to die, killed by your own comrades, Naruto says. Skipping to the final part of the legend. To protect your friends, you need to protect hope, Yuma. Nash said. Well, what do you mean? Yow, something fishy with that. Shark said. I know the rest of the legend. Nash says, surprising Shark and Naruto. It was impossible for the hero to abandon Pegasus. He did stay in together with Pegasus, he passed away, don't you understand? This legend is telling about one's attitude of believing and protecting one's friends. Yuma, protect hope. Believe me. Nash yelled. You bastard. Why are you saying this? As I thought, you are. Shark says but falls and Nash grabs his hand. Reginald. Rio yells. That's right, Reginald. I am, Nash says and glows. I am a Barian. Derb says. You're Derb. Shark says. Yuma, don't believe what that guy is saying. He is a Barian. Shark says. This is that guy's Barian. Yuma said. Yuma. Are you trying to make the same mistake all over again? Shark says. Shark. Will you shut up? Naruto yells, shocking everyone. Yuma, listen to Derb, Naruto yells, shocking everyone. Yuma says. Yuma, whatever you believe in, trust in yourself, Astral said. Come on, will you dare to get over this trial? Matcha says. Sky Legasus, destroy hope. Matcha yells. I will pay with my life to negate hope's destruction. Yuma says. What? Shark says. At this moment, Sky Pegasus effect activated. When my opponent pays life points, he receives the same amount as damage. Matcha says. Yuma gets blown back. Yuma, 200. Skipping to final part of legend. Who won? Yuma said. You have overcome the trial, Matcha says. Mock, tell me, the Pegasus who has served the hero, was it you? Astral said. Yes. There still is another part of the legend, Mock says, and starts glowing light blue. The knights were struck to their hearts by the willingness of the hero and Pegasus to sacrifice their lives. They were ashamed of themselves and their desire for rebellion vanished. They buried Pegasus and the hero with honor, kneeling before their grave, their heads hanging low. And then, the hero, together with Pegasus' soul, were called to heaven. This is the whole legend. Yuma, Astral, your ability to trust Summonusit, Mock says, and turns into a card. The card goes to Yuma. Number 44, Yuma said. Derb. Hey, thank you. If you hadn't told me about how the legend goes on, Yuma said. No, it was your choice. Because you would have trusted even without listening to it. So I decided to be nice this time. But next time we meet, we'll settle things once and for all, Derb says, and a portal appears and he disappears. Derb, Yuma said. Derb, I hope we can become comrades in the future, Naruto thinks, then he sees a vision. Vision? Explain why you don't do anything, you just let the citizens throws rocks at you, why? One of the knights say. Because they have felt pain and hate from loss, their pain and hate is aimed at me. I will let them waste that hate and pain on me, even if they attack me. I will not fight back, he says and walks away. But they might kill you. The knight says. If they kill me I will take their hate with me. They must live with the pain of losing the ones they love. But as long as I live I will still protect them even if they hate me. I know that the other knights hate me too, he says and turns around. He looks just like Naruto. Vision end. Naruto, are you okay? Rio says, waving her hands in Naruto's face. Oh sorry, I was nothing, Naruto says. What was that? Naruto thinks. Time skip. Astral, Shark, I have done a lot of thinking. Those Barian guys may take advantage of the fact that I trust in people, but after all, I can't do a thing if I doubt people. I only can trust them, nothing to be done, Yuma says. He's learning, Naruto thinks. So what do you think? Chapter 26. Naruto, Rio, Yuma, Shark and Tori are at a castle. This place seems familiar, Naruto says, going to the castle door. Naruto puts his hand on the door and Naruto saw the door glow red, then the door opened. What did you do? Shark said. I don't know, Naruto said. All of them enter and are greeted with statues of a nine-tailed fox. That's look scary, Tori says, hiding behind Yuma and Shark. It's a fox, Naruto says, passing the statue. How do you know? Rio said. I just know, Naruto said. They begin walking through the castle. Room after room and nothing. They find the throne room. Naruto and the others enter. Naruto walks to the king's chair and finds a book and touches it. So you have returned, my friend, someone said, and Naruto turned quickly. Who said that? Naruto said. Said what? Rio said, a bit worried about Naruto. Never mind, it was nothing, Naruto said and looks at the cover of the book. The Legend of the Knight of Heroes, Naruto said, and he had another vision. Vision? Are you serious? You're going to just let them do that? The knight said. I lost the love of my life, there's nothing left that makes me want to live, Naruto said. Vision end. Naruto holds his head in pain. Ryo goes to Naruto's side. Naruto. Are you okay? Ryo said. The whole time Naruto is seeing visions of blood and dead people. Make it stop. Naruto yells, going to his knees. Naruto starts seeing images of Ryo, but she's in some kind of outfit. Then it stops. Naruto, are you okay? Ryo said. Yeah, Naruto said, walking away to another room. Naruto, what aren't you telling me? Ryo thinks. Hey guys, I found another room, Naruto says. They get to the room. Wait, stop, something isn't right, Naruto says. Then they all heard a roar like no other. They all covered their ears. The roars then suddenly stops. I'm going to where that roar came from. You guys stay here, Naruto said, walking through the pathway. I'm coming too, Ryo says, going to Naruto's side. Then all of a sudden a door came out of the wall, shutting their way out. Guys, can you hear us? Naruto yells and there's no answer. Seems like we're not alone, Ryo, let's hurry, Naruto said, holding Ryo's hand. Ryo blushes again. So what does the book say? Ryo said, pointing at the book on Naruto's hand. I don't know, there's not many pages. Let's see what it is about, Naruto said. The Legend of the Night of Heroes, Naruto says, opening page 1. Long ago this kingdom lived in peace, they were called the Kingdom Hidden in the Leaves. They were one of the 5 strongest kingdoms. The others were Kingdom Hidden in the Stone, Kingdom Hidden in the Clouds, Kingdom Hidden in the Mist, and Kingdom Hidden in the Sand. They lived in peace, but then it happened. 9 dangerous demons appeared, each one were different 1 through 9. Number 9 is the strongest of them all. 2 were called tailed beasts. The demons attacked the kingdoms. The kings blamed one another, thinking they summoned them. They soon declared war against each other. It was total chaos. The kings then thought of a plan to stop these beasts by sealing them into humans. They were called Jinchuriki, meaning power of human sacrifice. The Jinchuriki are typically lonely people, viewed by those around them as the tailed beasts that had been sealed within them, leading to prejudice and being hated and feared. The kingdom hidden in the leaves was attacked by the nun-tailed fox. The beast overpowered them, so the king sealed the beast in a child. That child was the king's very own son. The king was unable to ask anyone else for their child. The king gave his life sealing the beast in his son. The queen died during the birth of the prince. The king never told anyone he was his son if they knew the enemy kingdoms would kidnap or kill the prince. The prince grew up being hated and called a demon. He never knew who he was and who his parents were. He was beaten, abused, treated poorly. The prince had very few friends. The prince never hated the people. He found out what he carriers and felt bad for the people. The prince found out his father was the king that sealed the beast into him, but he never hated the king. He wants to take away the hate of the people. The prince became a knight wanting to be of more use. But even the fellow knights hated the prince for what he carries. Soon there was another war with all 5 kingdoms working together to face an enemy far greater than anything they ever faced before. Their home was attacked by an army larger than any army they faced before. 100,000 soldiers. They are also coming for the demon sealed in the prince. The leader of the enemy army, his name is Madara Uchiha. He wants the 2-tailed beasts to create the most dangerous demon of all 10 tails. If he were to complete it, all that you know would come to an end. The prince wanted to protect everyone, so he transformed into the demon that attacked the kingdom. He and his fellow army fought with everything they had. He died that day and the people finally realized he protected them. They found out he was the king's son. They felt ashamed and sorry for what they've done. They buried the prince as a hero. When they found the prince dead on the battlefield, they were shocked. The prince died with a smile on his face. To this day he was called a hero and the Knight of Heroes was born. Naruto closed the book with a sad face. He was treated as a monster. But never hated them, Naruto said, and starts walking again. Naruto, Ryo thinks sadly. I've been having visions you were in them, Naruto said. They finally reach a room. They see 3 coffins. What is this place? Ryo said. This is a tomb. Why is this place so huge? It's about the same size inside Heartland Tower when I dueled Dr. Faker, Naruto said. You are right, this is a tomb, someone said. The torches are lit and Naruto sees a guy dressed up in black armor and wearing a helmet. Who are you? Naruto said. I am the guardian of this number card. You may call me Kurama. If you want my card you must prove it to me, Kurama said. Fine, let's duel. Naruto says, getting out his duel disc. Naruto 4000. Kurama, 4000. You don't remember my voice, do you? Kurama said. What? Naruto said. I'll just make you remember. I summon Fox Reaper LV3 and 1000 1000s and lay 2 cards down and end my turn, Kurama said. My turn, I draw. Naruto says, then grabs his head in pain seeing more visions. Naruto. Ryo said. I mock just visions again, Naruto said. I summon Luster Dragon, 1900-1600. Luster Dragon attack Fox Reaper. Naruto says. I activate the trap card Fox Shield. With this I can negate your attack, Kurama said. I lay 2 cards down and end my turn, Naruto said. My turn, I summon Fox Ninja 1500. I activate its ability, once per turn this card gains 500 ATK. Now Fox Ninja attack Luster Dragon, Kurama said. I activate the trap card negate attack, Naruto said. That won't work, I activate the trap card Fox Seal, I can negate and destroy the trap card you just activated, Kurama said. Naruto 3900. I lay 1 card down and I end my turn, Kurama said. My turn, I draw, Naruto said. I summon Red Eyes Wyvern LV4 and activate Monster Reborn to summon Luster Dragon LV4. I overlay Red Eyes Wyvern and Luster Dragon. I summon number 97. God Crimson KNIGHT 3000 2500s. Now I use God Crimson Knight as an XYZ material, Chaos XYZ change. Rise, Chaos number C97. God Crimson Meteor KNIGHT 3000 2500s. I activate Meteor Knight special ability, by detaching all my overlay units, I can decrease your monster's attack by 500. I chose Fox Ninja. I use all 3 overlay units, Naruto says. Fox Ninja, 1500. Now God Crimson Meteor Knight attack Fox Ninja with Meteor Slash, Naruto said. I activate the trap card Fox Mirror, I can cut the damage I take in half and you receive the other half, Kurama said. Naruto 3900 to 2400. Kurama 4000 2500. I end my turn, Naruto said. My turn, I summon Fox Controller LV4 and 700 1000s, I activate his ability and summon a fox monster from my hand, Kurama says. I summon Fox Soilder LV4, 1600. Now I activate the spell card Fox Tokens. If I have a fox monster on my side of the field I can summon 2 fox tokens with the same level as that fox monster, Kurama says. He's going to summon an Exceed monster, Ryo said. I know, something doesn't feel right, Naruto said. I overlay Fox Soilder and Might to Fox tokens. I create the overlay network. I summon a beast that will bring destruction. I summon. Number 98. Nine-tailed fox, 3000s, Kurama yells. Nine-tailed fox roars. The entire castle starts shaking. Where Yuma is? What's happening? Yuma said. The number has been summoned, Astral said feeling the power. Back to Naruto. That monster is huge, Naruto said looking at the monster. This is your end. I activate Fox All Eater's ability, if it was ever used to summon an Exceed monster I can draw 1 card, Kurama said and drew. I activate the spell card Fox Sacrifice, both of us ends our hand into the graveyard and draw 1 card, Kurama said and drew. I activate Nine-tailed Fox's special ability, by detaching 1 overlay unit, your monster's ATK and def switches. I chose Meteor Knight, Kurama said. God Crimson Meteor KNIGHT 2500 3000. Nine-tailed fox attack God Crimson Meteor Knight. Kurama said. I activate the trap card Naruto is cut off by Kurama. I activate Nine-tailed fox's second ability, if my life points are higher than yours, all your trap cards are negated, Kurama said smiling. What? Naruto said. Attack Nine-tailed fox with tailed beast bomb. Kurama yells. The fox opens its mouth and starts channeling all of its power in a ball. The fox eats the ball and fires it right at Naruto. There is a big explosion and Naruto flies back with his coat in tatters and he had scratches on his body. Just after 1 attack and it did this much damage to Naruto, Ryo thinks. Naruto gets up slowly. Naruto has another vision. You're weak, just give up, demon. A villager said throwing a rock at the prince. Yeah, you wanting to become a knight, that's hilarious. Another said throwing a rock hitting the prince in the eye. Why do they hate me? The prince yells. Because you're a demon and no one likes a demon, another villager said. Vision end. Naruto falls to his knees and holds his head. Why do they hate him? Why, he's just a kid. Naruto yells hitting the ground. The world is cruel, this is why me and my brothers and sisters despise it so much, humans turning on humans, because of them I lost the second human I cared for, I can never forgive them, never. I will always hate them. Kurama yells with red energy covering him. It's like when Naruto went 4 tails. Kurama's body is covered as blood red energy and he grows 9 tails. The blood red energy disappears and it shows the Black Knight with 9 tails, just like the 9-tailed fox. Why you're, Naruto said then holds his head in pain. Naruto starts seeing visions. Vision. The prince is in front of a cage. It's huge. What is it? The prince thinks. Kid, come here closer, the demon said. The prince walks closer and the demon tried to hit him but failed. I want to devour you, but this gate it's sealed somehow, it won't open, how vexing, the demon said. I were the 9-tailed fox. The prince said. Now I get it, the red power, it was his power, the prince thought. Why have you come? What do you want? The demon says. The prince glare at the demon, shocking him. Hey stupid fox. I've been letting you live in my body all this time, so who don't you pay me some rent and lend me your power? The prince says. Ha 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 ha. It true that I did die, I will die too. But the fact that you dare to threaten me, the demon says, and red energy swirls around the prince. Very well, I'll reward your courage, here you go. The demon says. Naruto sees all of it. Is that me? Naruto said, and then he saw another vision. The prince is about to reel off the seal and let the demon free when someone pulls him back. The fourth king, the prince said. I worked it into the seal spell that I would appear within your psyche when the seal unraveled to the point you sprouted the eighth tail. Truth be told, I'd hoped it would never get this far, especially since I didn't ever want to see you again, Nine Tails. But then again, I was looking threats to meeting my son as a young man, so I guess it all evens out, King said. RRAWR. Fourth king, come here. I'll rip you to shreds. The demon yelled. Not the best invitation, so no thanks. Right, Naruto. King says, and Naruto's eyes widen. Naruto, my name how? Naruto said. How? I'm the one who names you. You're my son, after all, King said. Your son? I'm, Naruto said. Rar. Nine Tails yells. You heard me, you're my son, Naruto, a king said. Haha, Naruto said. Rar. You, fourth. Nine Tails yells. That thing is just too raucous, let's go somewhere quiet, King says, and snaps his fingers, they appear in a white room. Naruto starts crying. Haha, Naruto said. Lord Third didn't tell you much of anything, did he? I guess Lord Hiruzen wanted to suppress much information about Nine Tails as possible. If folks found you were my son, you'd been in danger, I'm sorry, Naruto, the king said. Ah, Naruto said and punched the king in the stomach. The king said. Why would you ever put Nine Tails inside your own son? How could you put me through all of that? I don't know if I'm happy or if I'm mad. Naruto yelled, crying. Naruto, how old are you now? King Minato said. 16, Naruto said, still crying. Wow, already 16, huh, it must have been hard for you, Naruto. Forgive me, though I suppose it's little consolation to you for me to put on a fatherly face and apologize now after putting you through all that, King said. It's alright, I'm the Fouth King's kid, I'll deal, Naruto said. I sealed half of the Nine Tails power inside you because I trusted that you would master this power, because you are my son, King said. Naruto saw more of what his past self said. You have to find that answer yourself. For even I didn't know it, King said. How am I supposed to do that? Even Percy Sage, even you have no clue how. You all selfish. I'm not smart, I'm not a great ninja. And, Naruto is stopped by the king putting his hand on his head. You'll find the answer. I believe in you, Minato said. You do? You really think I can, Naruto said. Well, it is the duty of a parent to unconditionally believe in their child, now it's time for me to go, my power's fading. I will rebuild that seal for the last time, King said, fixing the seal. The kingdom can rebuild, I'm counting on you, Naruto, King said. Thanks Pa, Naruto thinks. Naruto then sees another vision of Naruto's past life. You waste my power on something so trivial. I've been inside you, watching you, for a long time. But you're still naive, Naruto, Nine Tails said. Hey, you're getting powerful again using my power, huh? What's got talking to me? You never say anything to me unless I make you. You lonely or something? Cause I'm kinda busy right now, Naruto said. Do you really think you can end this war all by yourself? It's not possible. Unless you want to borrow more of my power, Nine Tails said. I'm not falling for that anymore, Naruto said. Hahaha. You've gotten a bit smarter since last time, Nine Tails said. We'll talk after the war. Later. Naruto said, starting to leave. If your comrades are killed, hatred will arise from their deaths. Are they planning to defeat all of the enemy before that happens? Them again. If you take down the enemy, they'll beat you, hatred. Do you think you can take all of that on by yourself? You'll eventually end up seized by hatred like Nagato during the war. This war will bring you closer to that place, Nine Tails said. Naruto turns his head to Nine Tails. Don't act like I'm stupid, Naruto said. You don't understand a thing. You're a fool. Can you really take on and erase everyone hatred? The war's already started. I bet there are a lot of casualties already. And the resulting hatred in spades, as well. Your former friends have been gripped by hatred for a long time. Have you ever been able to do anything for them? Since that day, that's right, you've known it ever since that day, Nine Tails said. Naruto looks in the other direction. You remember. So where are your friends now? Can you actually erase their hatred? No. In fact, quite the opposite. Their hatred has grown stronger. No one can erase that much hatred. You can't erase it and you can't fight it. Nine Tails said. Finished. Naruto said. Excuse me? Nine Tails said. Naruto starts walking inside the cage. Aren't you trying to scare me into doing nothing? That's exactly what you want, isn't it, Ninetales? You know, Naruto said, and a seal falls on Ninetales' head making him go down more. You're the one who doesn't get what's up. Naruto yells. Who are you to be so confident? You can't help a single friend. He's lost to you, Ninetales said, and then Naruto puts his foot on Ninetales' head. Naruto is facing Ninetales' eye. I've never given up. Once you give up it's over. I will save my friends. And I will stop this war. Naruto said. Humph, the child thinks it's grown, does it? Ninetales said. Hey, you know, Ninetales. I'm coming after all that hate inside you too someday. Naruto says with a smile. Ninetales is shocked. You've made me miserable my whole life. I know how bad it feels to be ruined with hatred. Naruto says jumping off Ninetales. Are you stupid? I'm Ninetales. I can't be changed by some child. I am hatred. Ninetales yells. Yeah, so I'm not a child. We'll see how it goes. Later, Naruto said leaving. Naruto is watching it all shocked. Naruto them sees and hears Kurama's thoughts during the war. In the end, it's always the same Naruto. If you're absolutely serious and truly wish to do something for us Biju, then just do as you've always done, prove it through your actions. That's who you are. Kurama says. Naruto is looking down with a smile. Another vision appears. Naruto sees 5 other demons. This is bad. No matter how you look at it. And you're all pooped out to boot, Kurama said. Well, just keep watching, Naruto said tired. If you want me to lend you strength I wouldn't mind too terribly, Naruto, Kurama said. You talk too much now. I'm real happy you're willing to lend me strength, but I need to make sure I say something to you first. Thank you for giving me extra power when I fought the other Madara. That really helped. Naruto said. Don't thank me. It makes me very uncomfortable. I only did it because I'd rather deal with you than Madara. Besides which, thanks to this cage, I was only able to give you a minuscule amount of power anyway. This time, I'm merely interested in watching you fight a little while longer. That's right, just to kill some time. Ninetales said. Why do you have to get all weird when you? And you look mad all the time. You need to work on your attitude. Naruto says them is shocked seeing Kurama stick out his hand. Meld your power with mine, Kurama says. Oh no. Another round of tug of war. Naruto said. Cool, we won't face to do that this time. Through it's not like I've got anything else to do, so we could, if you really want to. Kurama said. Naruto smiles and bumps his fist with Kurama. Haha, Naruto chucked. HMPH. Kurama said. The seal starts opening. You're no longer the demon fox, you are the partner of a citizen of the Leaf Kingdom, Kurama. Now let's sew this. Naruto yelled and the door opens. Hackle. Kurama said. Naruto was smiling, then saw a memory of Kurama's. Naruto sees a man standing surrounded by 9 demons. I will not live much longer. Shukaku, Matatabi, Isobu, Son Goku, Kakuo, Seiken, Jimei, Jayuki, and Kurama, even if you are far apart, you will always be together, and eventually, the day will come when you will be united again, each of you with a unique name and a different form than before. And unlike when you were inside me, you shall be led properly. I hope you learn what true strength is before that time, the man says. Kurama has a tear gonna turn his eye. It's taken way too long, old man. Don't you all agree? That Naruto's the old man's, Kurama thinks. Yes, Matatabi thinks. Why yup. Isobu thinks. Indeed, Kakuo thinks. Yeah, Seiken thinks. For sure, Jimei thinks. Vision end. Naruto stands smiling. What are you smiling at? Kurama said. You cared for my past self a lot, didn't you, Kurama, or is it Ninetales? Naruto said, shocking Kurama. Wait, he's Ninetales. Ryo said. Kurama, I promised you I would come after that hate inside of you someday, and the day is now. I never go back on my word because that's my way. Naruto yells, pointing to himself with his thumb. Kurama then sees an image of another Naruto that looks older and is wearing armor. He's smiling. Naruto, Kurama says. My turn, I draw. Naruto yells. Naruto looks at the card he drew and it's Pot of Greed. I activate Pot of Greed. Naruto yells and draws 2 cards and looks at them. Naruto smiles. I'm ending this in 1 turn, Naruto said. Wah? Kurama said. First I activate my second monster reborn. Naruto says. What? He has another one? Kurama says. I bring back God Crimson Knight. Now I activate the spell card, rank up Numeran Force. Rise from the light, number C97. God Crimson Savior Knight, 3500 3000, Naruto yells. I activa, Kurama says, but he's cut off by Naruto. When I use Numeran Force all your cards' effect can't be activated, Naruto said, shocking Kurama. I activate God Crimson Savior Knight's ability. By detaching one overlay unit, my monster gets 1000 ATK for each monster on the field counting itself, Naruto says. God Crimson Savior KNIGHT 5500 3000. I activate the spell card. Crimson Summon. If there are monsters in the graveyard that have Crimson Knight in their name, I can special summon them. Their abilities are negated and they can't attack, the monsters are destroyed at the end of the turn, Naruto says. Now God Crimson Knight, God Crimson Meteor Knight and God Crimson Savior Knight are on the field. But why would he summon them? Kurama said. I activate another spell card. Crimson Force. This card can only be used when there's more than one Crimson Knight monster on the field. I can choose a Crimson Knight monster I control, and for each Crimson Knight on the field, this monster gains 1000 attack. I chose God Crimson Savior Knight. 8500 3000. This can't be. Kurama yells. Both knights focus their power on Savior's sword and the sword grows. The sword is giant now. Finish this. God Crimson Savior Knight with God Crimson shining and slash. Naruto yells and the Savior comes down with one slash incinerating the fox. Kurama flies and hits the wall behind him. Naruto 2400. Kurama 2500 0. Naruto wins. The kingdom starts shaking. What's happening? Naruto says. The kingdom is falling apart. You must get out of here, Kurama says. Rio will catch up. Naruto yells. But Rio is cut off. Just go. Naruto yells and Rio leaves. Not without you. Naruto yells helping Kurama up. Stop. Kurama yells and they stop. I must tell you something, Kurama says. What? Naruto said. There are two other cards out there that you must find, the card of destruction 10 tails and the card of creation sage of 6 paths. You must find them. Kurama said. I will. Naruto said. Thank you, you've restored my faith, Kurama says and turns into a card and goes to Naruto. It's 9-tailed fox. Naruto smiles and stops. I need to leave, Naruto says running as fast as he can to the exit but sees Rio on the ground with a rock on top of her. Naruto moves to the rock and tried to pick it up but it won't move. Naruto, please get out of here, Rio said with tears in her eyes. No, I won't leave you, I won't. Naruto yells, then he starts glowing red and he's in his Barian form. Naruto starts picking the rock up and throws it to the side. Naruto turns back to his human form. I can't get up, Rio said. Naruto picks Rio up bridal style and he starts running. They get out of there and the entire castle collapses. Phew, we got out in time, Naruto says and sees the others running to them. Naruto, Rio said. While Naruto is cut off by Rio kissing him on the lips. Naruto is blushing redder than his mother's hair. Thank you, Rio said. You're welcome, Naruto says and they kiss again. They hear tapping and look to see Yuma, Tori and Shark. Shark has a twitching eye, Tori is smiling, and Yuma is being Yuma. Hey Reginald, say hello to my boyfriend, Rio said. The boyfriend, Naruto says still blushing. Yeah, we are dating now aren't we, Rio said. Why yeah, we are, Naruto says still blushing. So what do you think? No flaming. What if Naruto was in Yugioh Zexal? End here and thanks for watching my video till the end.